everybody, hello, and welcome to the It Takes Two episode. We're not playing It Take Two. That's all for the Tom's thing. But yeah, everybody, welcome to the stream. It is, you know how we always say like longboat. What's this? Like paddle boat? This is the. You know what? We've for very long we haven't had a team name. I think we've just found it. Team Wiener Boat. There you go. Titanic paddle boat. That's right. Because chat is just me and All for Thee today. We've got Rob's busy out Easter. I think Pastry is busy. Oh. Well, that's upsetting. That makes me sound like an insane person. Why don't you hear All for Thee? You should hear All for Thee. All my outputs are correct. I don't understand. Oh, I know what's what. I didn't join with the other computer. Oh, God. All for Thee, do you want to tell everybody our team name again?
I can't believe you would unilaterally decide that we are Team Cocktail Sausage Mini Wiener. I was just here saying, you know, we should be team like Titanic Penis.
He definitely didn't say anything about a wiener boat straight out of the bat.
Well, they missed me singing It Takes Two, and
they did.
You know, just the two of us.
Man, they missed like everything.
We'll throw some more stuff in later. But thank you for pointing that technological faux pas out.
That's because I was sat here, so like it's because Rob's not on his way or whatever, like for tech like setup. So I was sat here just very casually talking to All for Thee for the last 15 minutes, and nothing was like the panic in my head.
Said anything.
That would have been an incredible episode.
Would have just been you being a fucking crazy person.
Jesus Christ. But yeah, no. Anyway, all I was saying was it's just the two of us. We can make it if we try.
We can make it if we try.
Why didn't you ask for help?
Right.
That's true. You should have done. But anyway, yeah. Oh, you mean like a guest star? Well, I didn't really know until right near the last minute who was coming, to be honest. So it's just the two of us.
It's been a fucking Easter massacre.
I think Rob told me earlier today. And I found out from All for Thee in the pre-stream that Pastry wasn't going to be here. So
yeah,
that's why I didn't ask anyone for help.
The fact is, I wanted it this way, and I've killed them all. So
All for Thee's killed them all.
That's just how it is.
But in a kind of roundabout way, it works out quite well, as it turns out, because me and All for Thee have had the same idea to some degree.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is to say, we're both bringing different games. Also, I need to get the
for
heads
each other.
going. But we're bringing games that we're then going to kind of like let the other person drive to some degree.
Yeah. Yeah, great minds. And neither of us planned this. We just both turned up with exactly the same intention.
Just happened.
Which is kind of weird. But there you go.
All for Thee will kill Maelstrom on stream. That's All for Thee's segment. He's just going to shoot me.
But welcome in Cyber Necromancer, welcome in Cowardly Pastry and Legola and All Lives Lost, and I nearly said Vikings of Twitch, but that's us, and Floral Revelry, which is really hard to say someday if you're trying to do it after three-quarters of a bottle of red wine.
It makes me sound like I'm drunk. Yeah, Floral Revelry.
And Floral Revelry. And Fit in a Teacup, and All Lives Lost again. You get a double shout out because there's two of you. And then Lynchy. So yeah, we're one way or another. We're partial longboat if you add up the sort of 0.5s who are
you
half
both
here.
Brought Leisure Suit Larry. What are the odds? God, Jesus Christ! I remember
just keep that in your head.
Oh God! I remember watching. You're gonna like this story a little bit. I remember we were having a meeting at work. So this is a game, and we used to have an Xbox like demo pod, an old Xbox original demo pod that was just set up in our break room. Right. And we used to play like fuckloads of Soul Calibur and stuff on it. But we were having a meeting, a very serious meeting. Our manager was talking to all of us, except for one person who was in the back on the demo pod, very visible, very audible, playing Leisure Suit Larry Magna Cum Laude. And in the middle of a sex scene. So my boss was like, so yeah, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, you know, so-and-so coming down. It was just like, all we could hear in the background was moaning and weird things about a teddy bear. And we were just like, I can't focus. I'm sorry, I really can't.
Oh boy.
What a game.
What a series of games. Yep. Recently, Tom pointed me in the direction of getting the whole collection, so I'm ready to go on that as well.
Oh, there you go. Also, Flora Reverie said, why are you socially distanced? That's if you're talking about the heads thing. I set it up so it's like spanned across a column, like it separates everyone out. Equal space. So it's very clever.
Equal head.
But when you get to two people, it looks like we're really far apart. Because that's how it works. We don't often have two people on the overlay. Right.
No.
Let's get this show on the road, shall we?
And that guy went on to be Mighty Nyarms.
No, Neil was in that meeting, I'm pretty sure. It will help my brother here because he'll know the person, but no one else will. If it helps Simon, I think it was Matt who was playing it. And yeah, he got in a lot of trouble.
I thought it was like a customer.
No, another member of staff. We didn't have that on the Xbox pod on the shop floor. That would have been a really bad fucking thing to have. Be like, oh god, the kids have come in again and play fucking Let's Just Shoot Larry. Oh dear. Right. Chat. I'm bringing a game called Blue Prince. You might have heard of it.
Oh, I've heard of it. I have not seen it in action. I have considered at one point I was going to buy it blind and try it, but
consider this your opportunity to try it, I guess.
Yeah.
In a kind of roundabout way. With like another dude watching
quid. Thank you very much.
Which playing the game.
Because you cost me a fortune at the end of the last VOT Sunday.
Oh, did I?
Because not only did I go off and buy new Star GP.
Oh, yeah.
Because I enjoyed what I saw. But then when I investigated New Star Manager, as it turns out, it is the evolution of that Flash game that I used to spend fucking hours on when I was supposed to be working. And so I bought that too as a double bubble. And this is me clawing back some of my money.
That's like
to play this game.
That's like the nice thing sometimes when you're streaming when someone's like, oh, that thing you played? Yeah, I went and bought it. Right, you should be getting visual and audio.
I'm going to try going full screen here. Yep. Let me make sure the audio is as loud as it can be. There's the thing. It's always okay, that's beautiful. Got it.
Wonderful,
got it in decent volume. Might even be
I'm on day 7 of this game, chat. This game is like an onion. There are layers upon layers upon layers in this game.
It's going to make us cry.
Like, literally, I'm going to give you the sort of, the general gist of it is... In fact, we'll let it intro itself to some degree. But, basically, we're in this mansion. The mansion has no, strict floor plan. You draw the floor. Is this spooky? No. Not spooky.
All right, good.
Unless you find having to think scary, in which case, yes.
Because we are the very wrong crew if this is spooky.
I've heard the name, but only in its hard context. It's not hard per se. I wouldn't say hard is like the correct description for it. It's a puzzle game. So your mileage may vary depending on how well you interact with puzzles, essentially. But basically,
what's really fucked up is the full screen version. Yeah. I lose some of the bottom of the screen. And on the preview version, I keep the entire verticality, but
do you know what I always do
side to side.
Are you doing the link for full screen?
Yes.
What I always do with that is pop out into its own window and sort of mostly make it full screen, but sort of shrink it down horizontally a little bit. Yeah, like a G screen pack.
All right, let me try that.
Ooh, this game, indeed. So I do have a couple of permanent editions. I'm not going to basically chat. I didn't want to spoil too much about this game for people who want to see it for themselves, such as All for Thee, perhaps. But if he plays it, sort of with me controlling it, it's not really a spoiler so much as he's just figuring stuff out. So that's the kind of general gist of what we're going to do here. I'm going to explain a few things, but not too much. Also, you get on your screen. Are you locked in?
I am hot and ready to love. Yep, all good, I think. And then I accidentally maximized it. Shit. Okay, I'm good to go.
Well, shit. So this is our entrance hall. This is where we start. In terms of what I've unlocked, this is one thing I've unlocked. This is a building that stays here for the entire game now. And this is one square. The rest of this, we have to draw as we go along, and it's a bit RNG. It's like a roguelike. We have a drafting pool of potential floor plans that we can draw. So, say if you were to go here or whatever and you draw something that doesn't have like an escape upwards, you might lock yourself out of a run and not be able to continue onwards. That sort of stuff.
Oh, shit.
However, this game also, it kind of, what's the best way to describe it? You have multiple things you could be doing at any one time, multiple threads you could be following, so usually a run is still beneficial even if it's going to end early. That's the way I would put it.
Okay. So we're puzzling.
Sorry, I just had to cough. Right. Also, I've unlocked this permanent allowance upgrade. I get some money at the start of a day, so
nice.
It's quite nice.
What do you spend money on?
You normally start with 50 steps. You see steps at the top left. Every time you cross a barrier to a new room, that counts as a step. So,
okay, we've got a step counter. Okay.
Yeah, if we go through this door and then back out again, it would be 2 steps, for example, right?
Gotcha.
We don't need to really go through the story too greatly right now.
Steps hurt us.
If you run out of steps, your run is over, basically. It's like you start a new day. And every time you start a new day, everything is reset.
Right.
So, essentially, we're like a 12-year-old boy or something, I think. And we've inherited this entire estate.
Kind of tracks, yep. Okay.
Yeah. But in order to keep the estate, we're not allowed to bring any tools from outside. Anything we find on the estate, we can't take off the estate. And we're not allowed to stay in the estate overnight. But we have to get to the antechamber, which is up here.
Okay.
And we have to unlock that door in the top of the antechamber.
Right, we're looking for antechamber. Right.
So essentially, that's the end goal of this game, is to get through that door at the top. That's what it's supposed to be.
Gotcha.
However, it's never that easy. Nothing is that easy.
Oh, it's gonna be fine.
These are the things that we've unlocked permanently. I've unlocked the West Gate Path. We're going to go out there in a second. I've unlocked this apple orchard, which is giving me extra steps, and this allowance. So that's where we're at.
So these are like shortcuts or just alternative routes or something?
These are like permanent upgrades. You know, like in a roguelike, how you might get a permanent upgrade to your health or something. That's kind of what we've unlocked. Now, I'm going to go outside. We're going to use a couple of steps. I'm just going to go outside to show you this, because you wouldn't know about this otherwise. But one of the permanent things...
It's the former blueprints.
Well, yeah, it's blueprints, but it's obviously a play on blueprints because you're laying down floor plans. So this is something I unlocked by getting a garage on the left-hand side of the building, which allowed me to exit the house on the left-hand side and unlock this pathway. And there's an outside building.
What do you call these graphics? Cel-shaded?
Yeah, I'd say sort of like painterly, maybe. It's got kind of like a brush stroke effect on some stuff. I think it looks quite nice.
Expecting Claptrap to come out of this door.
All right, Alfie. Now, outside of showing you this here, I'm not going to tell you like necessarily anything else in terms of what to pick and such. This is up to you. So, what would you like? Would you like a tool shed? 2 extra items?
So, select a room to draft. So, when it says 2 special items, is that what we need to get in or what it will reward us with?
That is what it will reward us with, yeah.
Right, okay. Well, it sounds like we'd like some special items then, right? Because they're special.
Yeah, and the other options, just so you got them there, that is a root cellar will give us more dig spots. That is essentially little tufts of ground. If we find a shovel, we can dig them.
I dig it.
And a shrine. I don't think I've ever done the shrine, but I assume I give it money and it probably gives me something. So, you want to go for the special tool shed?
Yep, I am the people have previously called me a tool shed. So
speaking of dig spots, we get a shovel.
Ooh. All right.
So now we can go digging. And the other item we got is somewhere. What the fuck is it? Oh, there it is. Sledgehammer.
Big fucking hammer. Nice. Okay,
we can shatter
I don't see any
padlocks.
problem that we can't get through now.
Yeah, we can shatter padlocks on locked trunks is what it says. It might have an additional use, but I haven't run into it yet. So
we can murder a bitch and bury them.
Now notice, going in there and getting our items, coming out to here, has used 4 steps already.
Oh, man.
Which is why having this extra couple of steps is quite nice, because we can always come out here and get the bonus. without really having to worry. I will say there are, some
nice.
things around here. I'm not going to go into too much detail, but there's a fountain here. You can throw money in. I'm not too sure what that does.
It just makes you poorer. Okay.
There is also a little lookout area down here. You might notice some flames are lit. They weren't when I started.
Yeah. Oh, you've been busy.
Chat, I have...
The gas bill must be astronomical.
No word of a lie. In fact, I wonder if I can show it on here. I think I probably could, right? If I...
As long as it's not against the Twitch terms of service, you'll be fine.
I hope it's not. Would this work? Yeah, there you go. That's my folder of screenshots that I've taken throughout the game as I've been...
You've been sleuthing.
As I've been sleuthing stuff, yeah. Various terminals and papers and things that I've got. I also have a physical notebook in front of me with about 4 pages worth of notes in.
Oh my god.
But, chat...
Don't worry, we'll brute force this.
I was about to say, but I'm not playing this run, so off of we're back in the house. I've done the one thing I wanted to give you a little, go on, drive me. Where are we going?
Right, so this isn't, can you show me the map again?
Yes.
Right, so I think what we do is we take absolute fucking Route 1 and we just go on a direct upwards course and do not deviate and do not fuck about. Yeah, let's have at this motherfucker. There we go.
Well, that's a bad start because 2 of the rooms end in a dead end and 1 goes left. So
okay, well, I mean...
I can open up the map here and I can show you what that looks like on the map there. So you can see the parlor's going to hook left. Storeroom's going to sort of end us, but it will give us 1 of everything and 10 coins as well. Or a closet, which is more or less like the tool shed. If we go in the
storeroom, we just come back again and start...
Yeah, we would have to go the left and right routes instead. Parlor...
Okay, well, where's the closet in this lineup then?
That one you mean?
Oh, okay. You can have a closet in front of you. Oh, yeah. I see how it works now. You're choosing what to put there.
Parlor does have an exit to the left, but it also has a puzzle for us to solve inside.
Oh, shit. Are those items... So if we go in, we go into the closet, we'll have to backtrack, which costs us steps.
You would have to go 1 in, to grab the items, and then 1 back out.
Right, and that costs us steps, which is our currency for our run, basically.
Yeah, I will say you won't. Given that I have 70 now, you're probably not going to run into too many issues with steps right now.
Okay,
we start with 50 by default,
and see what cool items we can get. Because last time we got a shovel and a hammer, and that sounds pretty cool. So
is it just random? Says Pastry. Yeah. So what you can draw from is random, but you're also taking them out of a pool, which is something worth mentioning and bearing in mind. So if you have a terrible dead end room come up and you stick it in like a corner, you can't get it elsewhere. We got a key.
Okay. Oh, that looks handy.
And a gem.
I thought it was a bar of soap. Okay, fine.
We got a bar of soap. The gems are used as currency to unlock special blueprints when you are given the option to do so on that little drawing menu.
All right. Well, we're in the money. Okay, so right, let's go west.
All right, we're gonna go west.
Go west.
Okay, we have just a straight plain ass corridor. I will say the rooms are color coded as well, which is not good for someone like me. But I believe this is orange.
That is orange. Well
anything that is like a hallway type room is an orange room.
Okay.
And then anything that's like this color, whatever that is like a bedroom type room, which is for getting
like
steps back.
Purple.
And that might play in later on when you're making decisions, and it's like, oh, for every green room you have, give you blah 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 and such.
Oh. Well, let's go for our first puzzle now that let's hit the billion room.
I'm excited, chat, because I know what this puzzle is and I've figured it out. But Orphathy is going to have a time. So I mean, you might smash it, mate. You're a clever sod.
This isn't like binary or something. Okay,
I'm just looking around for some items. No items I can see. Sometimes there are items just like randomly sitting on the tables and stuff, and you can just pick them up. Or like on this barrel, there might be something, but nothing for us in here right now. All right, Orphathy, here's the puzzle. What do you want to do? Also, that's your full screen in terms of like what's written on the sides and some colors and some darts and things. What do you think this puzzle is?
Well, for a start, I think 21 and 5. I don't know all the positions of everything on a dartboard, but from 21 and 5, I think they're in the right position. So this is like a fairly standard dartboard to me. Now, is that segment there highlighted by you, or is that highlighted by default?
No, it's highlighted by the game.
There's like a blue segment.
I'm going to give you this one for free just because this is like a controlling the game type thing. I can click these numbers.
Okay.
So.
Right. Okay. What happens when you do?
Do you want to try this one first?
Will that fuck us up if we click something wrong?
No, you can reset it.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Try clicking that 7 and see what happens. I want to see what it does to the. Oh shit.
Now what?
It was pointing at 7, and when we click 7, it pointed at 12, but then it highlighted the double 10.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if there's any significance to doubles and trebles, as in darts.
I'm not going to tell you either way. I'm going to let you stew on this, because this is the fun part of a puzzle game.
Is this the only interactive bit of the room? Is the billiard table actually?
This is the puzzle. Yeah, this like whole thing.
Right.
The table in the middle is just for decoration.
That's interesting. Welcome to the billiard room. By the way,
here's a darts table. Yeah,
play some darts. Okay. All right. Thanks, game. All right. So by clicking 7, we ended up with 12 and 10, but it was also it's highlighted the double segment of 10. And in darts, there's no actual difference between the inner black segment and the outer black segment, or in the case of number 12 there. So
I will say just this is not necessarily me helping you towards the puzzle, just a darts thing. That's the triple segment. The double's the outside.
Right, sorry, I got it backwards, didn't I? Yeah, okay, so that's the triple. Okay, so the treble has been highlighted when we click 7. Now, there's no relationship between 7 either trebled itself or 10 trebled and 7.
So I'm going to give you a little bit of time here to try and figure this out, and you can tell me to click things, and then eventually, if you get to a point where you get stuck, I do have a note that I found that I will give you.
Mm-hmm.
But for now, what would you like?
This was like an in-game note that was like.
I found something in one of the bedrooms. It was someone had written.
Okay. Okay. All right. So right now, I'm trying to sort of spatially work out some kind of relationship between these two things, and it did skip 2 segments, but it doesn't really explain why it highlighted the treble 10. But 7, so treble 10 would be 30. 12 plus 7 is 19, so that doesn't help us. Doesn't seem to be any relationship there. 30 is not divisible by either 12 or 7. So it seems that I'm on the wrong sort of track if I'm trying to work out the number relationship here. Let's click on another number and see what happens. Click on the 1.
Reset. So it made like a kind of weird pulley noise. That means it reset.
Does that mean you've got the order wrong, so we're resetting you back to the start?
Correct.
Right, okay. So whatever we did, so what did we click last? It was the 7 we clicked last time, right? And that did progress the puzzle.
Yeah, so if I click
the 7.
If I click, say, 11 right now, it would just go back to 7.
Okay, cool, right. So the 7. And now let's try clicking the 12, because that's now highlighted, and see what happens.
No.
Fuck. Okay. All right.
I like it, though. I like it.
Let's try hitting the 7 and then the one that trebled the 10.
This one?
Yeah.
No.
Right. Okay. So this time, let's try hitting the 7 3 times, because it's a treble, right? So see if that happens. Shit. Okay. That didn't work either. So I just turned it back on. So yeah. So we need to hit it again to reset the puzzle.
Yeah, I suppose I did hit it 3 times, so it's technically reset.
So, what is the relationship between 7, a treble 10, and the fact that it moved to a 12? Ooh, I like the numbers, they just don't add up. So,
that's the sort of thing I imagine you would just bunch of sheets of paper in your hand, like, the numbers don't add up. they don't make sense, god damn it. It just don't make sense. You tell me when you want the note, by the way.
Flora Every says I can tell you the relationship between a 6 and a 9. Please do. Right, okay, let me just have one more attempt at thinking. So I don't think there's any distinction between the inner circle here and the outer circle. And if it goes from 7, what about if it was the hands of a clock? What would this be at the moment? It would be 3, 4-ish. It'd be like 10 to 4. That doesn't really help me, does it? No. Okay.
Oh, you can try press 4.
I'm going to buy a clue.
You're going to buy a clue.
I'm going to buy a clue.
Going to buy our first clue. Okay, first clue. I'm going to put it in. Although chat won't be able to see it right now, I might try and figure something out for that. I'm going to put it in our little thing we have going. And you can perhaps read it to them.
Oh shit! Yeah, I got that over it. Okay.
Let me just find it.
Oh yeah, it's refresh now. There we go.
Oh god, I've got to find it. Oh wait, is this one I didn't save? This might actually be one of the few I didn't save. Okay, well you know what? That's fine. I can tell you what the clue is. It's okay. Because I remember it. Basically, it was a letter in one of the bedrooms. And it was like, Dear Herbert, whatever his name was, the guy who owns this mansion originally, he said, I've been in your billiard room and I know that we share a love of puzzles. I really appreciated the new darts puzzle that you had installed in the house and the fact that you didn't need to know the rules of darts in order to play.
Fucking nerd.
That's the first clue I give you.
Okay, so the trebles and doubles maybe don't mean anything. Although the rules of darts are generally about how you win a game of darts, right? So it's like you got to finish on a double or a treble and all that kind of stuff.
Sure, you could take that either way, I think.
Yeah.
Also, pastry yet marking that there are in fact signs on the dartboard. Which is
they're okay.
Mathematical signs.
Plus, minus.
I think it's the same on both sides.
Arithmetic signs.
I will say they don't necessarily
so there might be some arithmetic
have anything like, as far as I can tell, they're just kind of like the same on both sides.
There's one green dart on the left. Is that, and then one missing slot on the right. Do they move?
No.
Right, okay. Right, so maybe not significant then. Okay, what was the rest of the note?
That was basically it for the first note. I do have a second note, but the second note essentially spills out.
This is a puzzle.
The second note I found after I solved this puzzle, and it essentially spells out how to do the puzzle.
Oh, right, okay. It's a bit too much of a giveaway then.
Yeah.
It's like note number 1.
But I will say it is pretty significant,
Cheers.
and it did help me when he said that you don't need to know the rules of darts.
You don't need to know the rules of darts.
This is a mathematical puzzle, not a darts puzzle.
Yeah, and yet the numbers, they don't add up, man.
Well, right. think about what the first thing you said when I said rules of darts was.
That you have to count down from a certain score and you have to finish
that's
on
the
a
second
double or
thing
a treble.
You said. The first thing you said was perhaps that means the doubles and the triples don't mean anything.
Oh. Okay. All right. I see what you mean. Right. Okay. So they're just segments rather than anything else. So it's mainly just, maybe it's just that it's pointing to 10. But what, 7 plus 5 equals 12. But 7 plus 3 equals 10. Maybe it's the difference in the number. Let's try, is there a 3? Yeah, let's try pressing a 3. Because the difference between 7 and 10 was 3. No, that reset. Okay, let's try the difference between 7 and 12. Let's try 5 next.
This is exactly what I did, by the way. When I was trying to figure it out.
Right,
yeah.
Okay. Right, so none of these are right. Neither of those are right. So 30 and 7, I mean, that would be 23. But there is no 23 on a dartboard.
Yeah. Also, we're not necessarily counting this as 30.
Right, okay, because we don't care about the trebles and the doubles.
Yeah, I'll say that much. I'll give you that much. That is correct. But
Yeah.
the doubles and trebles don't matter.
But it's pointing to that number after we click 7 for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And it's pointing to the 12 now for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Have we tried clicking the 10? I can't remember if we tried clicking the 10 yet. Fuck, okay. Okay. And I'm pretty sure we tried clicking the 12 already. That was like the first thing we did. Yeah, okay, it was too obvious. All right.
I would say there's one other correlation between these you haven't thought of yet.
Between the numbers that were originally highlighted and are then subsequently highlighted.
Or just between these two.
These two that are currently highlighted.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, they both have the digit 1.
I love this, by the way. It's like, you're like trying to figure out pastries like, oh, black, ignore the 30.
Ignore the 30?
That was
ignore
when you
30. Oh, right. I was going to say, it's really easy to do since it's not fucking there. All right, okay. Only black segments. That doesn't work. Again, that doesn't really help. Okay, so what it did was it skipped forward 1, 2, 3 black segments.
Does it help if do you want a very minor shove in the right direction?
Yeah, go on then.
You're overthinking it.
I'm overthinking it.
Yeah.
It's a puzzle game.
Well, yeah, but you're overthinking what it wants from you right now. That's all I'll say.
What it wants from me right now is it wants me to press the segment that is correct that moves us on to the next set of segments, right? So I've got to try. But
you're thinking about like
7.
if they're black segments, if they're whatever. It's not that in depth yet.
Right. It's nothing to do with the color of the segments. Right. Okay.
Well, the color of the segments might have something to do with the puzzle, but the relationship you need to figure out.
Yeah. It's just that 7 highlighted 10, so that's a difference of 3. And we tried clicking 3.
Yeah, we have.
And I guess the next number in the sequence, if it was just +3 every time, would be 13. So we try 13.
Let's try that. No.
Shit! Okay, right, 7. Okay, welcome to anyone who's just tuning in. Welcome to Man Goes Mad Through Annoyance and Frustration.
I'm loving it.
Right, okay.
This is amazing.
All right, so, but it went on to 7. Is it like number of steps forward that it went? No,
I'm going to give you one more gentle shove in the right direction. Once I've pressed 7, forget 7.
Right. So we've eliminated 7. So we'll never go back to 7.
Think of 7 as like the base number that it wanted you to push in order to progress into the next step of the puzzle. And then it's gone.
Hang on. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, well, if you count 20 as the starting point, it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That pushed us on. You're
gonna fucking shoot yourself when you find out what it is.
7 to 12. Is it? Oh no. Oh man.
Just don't worry about the 7 at all. The 7 is irrelevant right now.
Right. So it's only now. All we care about is the 12 and the 10.
Correct.
Okay, so empty your mind, author of the number 7. Number 7 no longer exists.
Yeah,
it is just all about 12 and 10.
We've moved on from number 7. It's like a bad relationship. We're out.
Yep. And now 12 to 10. Fuck me. All right. So there's no.
I only have one note in my handwritten notes for this puzzle, by the way, which just says darts room puzzle math plus color ? And then I figured it out and didn't bother to write it down.
Damn it. Blue and yellow make green. Click the green number. Duh. What? Oh, I see. Welcome in, Ariel.
I will say in a kind of really roundabout way, that's not a bad clue. If you were to ignore the colour part.
And welcome in, Lard, as well. What was that? That was not a bad clue?
I said in a kind of roundabout way, it's genuinely not a bad clue if you were to ignore like the whole kind of colour part.
Ignore the whole colour part.
Something and something makes something.
Click. Yeah, so like, there's no 22.
Mm-hmm.
There is a 2. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's try 2.
There is a 2.
Blue minus yellow. Blue minus yellow. Oh shit! Now there's a pink. Who knew? So it was
just subtract. That was all it was.
And are the mathematical symbols coloured?
No,
on the board.
Sadly, not.
Oh, those tossers. All right, so now we know, because it's pink, it's probably a different mathematical symbol.
Fair to say.
So we just did a minus. So now let's do a plus.
I will say I'm just going to do one more thing, just so you can see it one more time.
Yeah, but I'm not sure that, because the first one we had to do was a minus, right? We had to do 12 minus 10. So it's obviously not in the order. Why did it start us at 7? And then
It just had to have a base, I guess. I don't know why.
Okay, yeah, they should have started with the bullseye then. That would have been less confusing.
Maybe just like a button to press start the puzzle. Yeah.
What was the color? It was yellow, wasn't it? So yellow was subtract.
Yeah.
I'm writing my own fucking notes in.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm gonna say we'll take a punt on pink being addition.
Oh, I
so
do
let's
have
go with a 9.
extra notes, and I do have yellow equals subtract from blue is what I wrote down. However, I don't actually know if that matters in the grand scheme of things, but yes, I did write that down.
Yeah, and it could only be that way around, especially if this was still subtraction, although because there's no minus on this. So let's try 9 next.
You're gonna try 9? You're gonna try add? Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the next one is addition.
Fuck no.
Okay, right. So
well, we know
9 is so 7, and then 2. I better write that down as well, and I just in case forget 7, and then 2, and then
typing.
So it's not going to be division because there's no decimals on it. So let's go with double in it. Let's go with 14.
Oh,
yes. Okay,
Lord.
right. So pink is multiplication. Okay, now we're on purple. So is this divisible? Now this is divisible.
Pastry's
so
getting
let's
into it
try
now.
let's try 3 and see if purple is divide. Yes. Okay. Oh fuck! I'm writing my note. Just as I started writing my note, I saw out of the corner of my eye that many colours suddenly turned up.
I'm out.
All right. So luckily I wrote these down. But fuck me. Okay, there's a lot of. And then I suppose going by the rules of mathematics, you always don't you multiply first in mathematics?
I don't know. Is that like bidness or whatever stuff?
I feel like that's the mathematical rule is that you always multiply.
I went to university. Before I went to university, they made me do like high level maths stuff or whatever before I went for my university course. And the guy was surprised I'd never heard of bidmas. I was like, I just never got taught it. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, bidmas. I was like, is this like Christmas? What are we doing?
Is that like a I've forgotten the word
like
now, but
multiply in brackets before whatever, yeah,
right,
yeah.
I got you. Yeah. But yeah, along those lines. But then this isn't laid out like a formula, so we don't quite know what to do here. So what we do know is that mixed up in this fucking number now is some combination of subtraction with the yellow, multiplication with the pink, and a division with the purple. And we're starting with the number 7. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go anti-clockwise.
I'm going to give you this one for free, just so you don't get confused later down the line. Think of, I guess the way it started. Think of your base as 0, and the first number it wanted you to do was 7, but it was blue,
7.
So it was add 7 to 0. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm not sure how that helps me with this next.
No. Just saying, like, so you don't think it's like one of these is wrong or whatever. You've got it right.
All right. Yeah, I feel like we've got to do all of these in order to get the number we want, right? So what I'm going to say is, because yellow is subtract, I'm going to go anti-clockwise as a starting point. We'll just start there. So we're now down to 4, and then purple was divide, so 4 divided by 2 is 2. And then pink will be multiplication, which is 10. So let's try 20.
Hey! And now I can show you. Oh, we got a couple of keys. I can now show you. Just why not? And we did exactly the same thing I did, which was just sat on that puzzle for like a while and just went. This is the note that spells it out.
Slow maths.
That I found much later in the game after I've solved this about 6 times because it's there every day when you draw the billiard. I found this with a magnifying glass.
Oh, look.
Yeah. The segments are the order operations. Yes. So you kind of lucked out in a sense that you got that right, but yes.
Yeah.
So it does start.
Okay. Well, we would have got there eventually, but there was like 9 different combinations we could have gone with.
Well, that's one room of this house completed.
That's it. Fuck yeah.
Also, I will say this is the type of game, by the way, I haven't got to it, but I've heard that everything in this game is a fucking puzzle. Apparently, these billiard balls could well be a puzzle. This artwork is all apparently some sort of bigger puzzle.
Oh, is this why you've been taking screenshots?
Oh, yeah. I've been taking a lot of screenshots, like numbers that are just innocuous. Things like rings on these bloody snooker cues might be a puzzle. Shit is everywhere. All right, we have...
Okay.
2 options. We have this door here, or we can go all the way over to the edge here.
Oh, let's forge ahead, brother. Let's go north.
North we go.
Yeah.
Okay, this is our first red room. Now, red rooms are technically detrimental rooms. They usually come with some sort of like downside, but they very often have a lot of doorways.
Yeah.
So chapel, basically, if we take the bedroom or the guest bedroom, that's a dead end. Chapel will get us out of this spot, this area, but we'll have to lose 1 coin every time we pass through it.
Yeah, so our only option is to go back to the hallway, use up our steps, and go out of the east, if we don't want to choose chapel.
Yeah, although you have to choose something on here as well. You can't
if we go up in the guest bedroom, doesn't that earn us 10 steps, and then we can just back out and go the other way?
Yeah. Yeah, we can absolutely do that.
Why don't we do that? Let's put 10 steps in the bank.
And it's 1 less chance for you to get a guest bedroom later on when you want something that's like a hallway.
Okay.
Also, interestingly enough, and I'm going to take this as an item here, we got a key card. It's going to be helpful.
Double bubble.
Interestingly enough, this is the note that I forgot to take a thing of. It says
Sinclair, just want to write you a quick note. Thank you for the appreciate the billiard room. Fuck you very much. Hate you. Goodbye. Good.
And he says here, look, I always enjoy your mathematical puzzles and appreciate you didn't need to know the rules of darts to play your variation.
Yeah. Although, how would he know? I don't know.
I guess he figured out the puzzle before.
You don't know the rules of darts. You might have accidentally known the rules of darts.
If you run out of steps, is it game over? Yes. But you just start another day and the whole thing resets.
Well, we got 10 extra steps in the bank, baby.
Yeah, we're back up to 68. Right. This is death. This is death. This is not. That's all I'm going to say.
Can we go 1 non-death, please?
That's a dead end. That's a dead end, and that isn't. So that's pretty much we're pretty much locked in.
Okay.
Now there is a puzzle going on here, but I don't actually know if this is a puzzle so much as it is just figuring out what each thing is worth.
Bridget, please pick up some more fruit before Friday, as we have just been informed that we may have an extra guest exploring the house next week. 50 steps should be more than enough, so I think an even spread would be ideal. 5 apples, 5 bananas, 5 oranges. The enclosed amount should cover expenses, but please bring back any change from the order and leave it in the pantry. So we ordered 5 of those 3 fruits, and we got how much change?
50 steps. Well, that's what they want you to figure out, basically. Because if I eat this banana, that's going to be plus 3 steps.
Oh, we got more steps!
So
yes,
you would know that 5 bananas is going to be 15, which then once you know what apples or oranges is worth, you can figure out the other ones. I don't actually know if that's a puzzle, so much as it is just knowing what the items are worth.
A hint about the mechanics.
Yeah. All right, next room.
All right. And we go. Ooh. Big picture of a safety pin. Standard.
We have hallway. A nook will kill us. Or we could use our gem and we could go to the observatory.
Yeah, I mean, what are gems for if not to go to observatories, right?
Let's go to the observatory. Now, there is a puzzle here, but it's not much of one. I already figured it out, already did it, and it's permanently unlocked. So basically,
is it?
The puzzle for this one is just that you have to get the thing lined up correctly or whatever, so you can look through it every time you come in here. Every time I come in here, I get another star. You see at the top left? I'm now on 5 stars. So every time I draw the observatory, I get another star added. And it changes the constellation. And the constellation then changes what effects you get. So, because we have 5 stars now, rooms with 4 doors are more common today.
Oh, Andy. Okay.
Which is actually pretty fucking wonderful, to be honest, the situation we're in. So there you go. That's all there is in the observatory. As far as I know, like I say, again, might be puzzles. There's Team Bat.
That's Finn.
Yeah. There's a bathtub.
Okay, that's Rob.
There's a horse. I refuse to call that a knight. Onwards.
Okay.
Okay,
All
bedroom
right.
technically won't kill us. It would just hook off to the left, to the right rather. Same with parlor, that hooks to the left. Drawing room, we sadly can't.
Oh, we ain't got any gems.
Yeah.
Let's hit the parlor. I'm puzzle hungry.
You ready for another puzzle?
Yeah. This is what
I will say this is a considerably easier
puzzle.
puzzle that you've probably run into in other games before.
Don't say that before I try.
But I'm just gonna
Right.
I'm gonna show you this last page here. This is all you need to know for this puzzle.
There will always be at least one box which displays only true statements. Oh god, we're in one of these puzzles. There will always be at least one box which displays only false statements. Only one box has a prize within. The other two are always empty. How many fucking boxes are there?
There might be at
boxes,
least one true, at least one false, and then only one has the prize. Here are our boxes.
Right, okay, here's our boxes. The gems are in a box with a statement. Is this a statement? That's no statement. Okay, so okay. The white box does not have a statement. Okay, now that is the truth.
That is the truth. We have at least one true.
Okay, now what did the other one say? Said the gems are in a box with a statement. That could be the lie.
I would say, if it were me, I would think, how could this be a lie or truth? So
exactly.
Yeah. So if you're thinking what I'm thinking,
white box it.
Has to be in this box.
Crack that bitch open.
And I will say, the fun thing about that and the billiard puzzle as well, by the way, the reason why you got 4 symbols in that billiard puzzle is because that's like the 5th time I've opened it.
Right.
The same with these as well. The first time I got this, it was so simple. It was just like, the gems are in this box. This box is red. Fuck you. Like, essentially. And I was just like, okay, well, it's that box. I'm going to open it.
Uh-huh.
So it's getting progressively harder as these are progressing.
Well, we cracked it.
We did. We now cannot get to
inanimate objects.
This bottom corner, but that doesn't really matter to us. We don't really care. Now, this is the foundation. This gives us an up and a left, if we can connect to it. This is something that I have unlocked, basically. It
sounds special. We want to get in there, right? So the bedroom would get us in there.
Do you want an extra key, or would you like more steps?
You only get 2 steps. That seems a bit...
It's whenever you enter the room, though. So if you have to go through the bedroom every time...
Right.
Like on your way somewhere else.
Let's go with the nook. Let's bank a key. They sound more.
We have 68 steps. We're not step hungry right now. We're doing
good.
This is also where I found my note about this. Except
okay, as you continue on your adventure, you may want to consider getting something to scribble down your notes, a pad, scrap paper, okay.
I had already done that at the time, but I had a magnifying glass, and that's where I could read that. So.
Oh, right, I see. Yeah, clever.
We've got a key
within a clue.
We have a sledgehammer.
Oh, nice. Goodbye, lock. You fuck. Is that a massive plectrum?
Yeah, big plectrum, a coin, and a key. And I will say also, we have a shovel. And
yeah, we can go digging.
There are some dig spots here.
Oh, that's what those are. Okay.
Diggy hole. Nothing. Okay. It's always
Does
good.
it cost us anything to dig?
No. No, digging's free.
Yeah,
another key.
Another key.
Key rich in this run. Now,
we could start a Timpson's.
I'm going to just say this is another puzzle that I have solved. I'm not going to tell you what the solution is if you ever want to play it yourself, but essentially this lift was suspended up here. I've permanently lowered it. Down here is some like end game shit, basically.
Oh Christ.
I found like a whole other area that isn't the house.
Okay, that's another word.
So now we can go up or we can go left.
We have a goal. So let's see that map again. Let's gravitate towards. Let's go west, so that we gravitate more back onto course. Yeah.
What's the lyrics of that song? Whether something's free, I forget.
Go west, where the people drink.
Go west, where the people. Right. So
2 gems to get into a passageway. That is
now
bougie.
We have the Great Hall, which is a bunch of locked doors. 7 locked doors. We do have 6 keys, however.
We got fuckloads of keys. We could open every one of those nearly.
Yeah. And I will say, from my own notes, this is something I'll give you for free because it's not really like a big deal. But my one time in the Great Hall, I found a lever that opened one of the antechamber doors.
Oh. Well, you know what? As we are key rich, why don't you demonstrate a Great Hall?
And I don't want this.
Run?
I don't know about you. That seems like bad. Basically,
yeah,
one
red,
of our floor plans will be hidden from us the entire rest of the run. So
red equals dead. Let's go with Great Hall instead.
All right. Now, let's use this door first, I think, just because that's guaranteed
so that we
way
can
out.
Always escape. Yeah.
And let's figure out what we want
that's
here.
Sensible.
So,
and then we can back out.
does technically give us...
Oh, we have to choose now, do we?
Yeah,
okay.
Den does give us a thing. This seems like a bad time.
Yeah, fuck half of your steps.
And
shit that.
This will send us north.
Yeah, which is what we want.
So we could go
right?
Den, and it would send us further to the left, and we could then get a better room that would send us up and down.
I figure like we're gem rich. I'd like to stay on course. Let's hit the bedroom. We'll bank the extra steps. Job done.
Do you want to check the rest of the Great Hall while we're here as well?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. We got some good. Let's spend those keys, man. We earned them.
In fact, we can go in here for free because we get the extra things. So why not go in here and see if there's anything else in here?
Yeah, there might be like a super key that opens every door in a room.
No, I just got someone's photo.
All right, that's Doris.
Hello, Doris.
Miss you, Doris.
No.
A fucking
nice
bougie top hat.
No keys or anything. There's this, which, for all I know, could be a puzzle, but I haven't figured that out yet.
Greetings from Reddington.
All right, okay, so that's that one. Now, awfully, we have 5 keys and we have 6 doors. What would you like to open?
Right. Now, can some of these doors also lead off into different rooms, or are they all just like a cupboard?
Yes, we have a north exit, but it's not guaranteed to be behind this door. It could be that door or that door.
Oh. Well, let's open all the north doors, starting from left to right.
That seems like a sensible idea. Eventually, bad rooms will be the only ones left, correct, Pastry? If we only draft good rooms, eventually we'll be left with bad rooms.
Oh, there's like a handle on the left. Let's open a door.
We have unlocked the right side of the antechamber.
All right!
Good start.
We're halfway there.
So now this room right here is open.
Nice. Okay.
It might still be locked. Some might be a locked door we might need a key for, but
yes. That was a winner so far.
Okay.
All right. Well, if we just open the north doors and then we bank the rest of our keys.
Okay. Yeah.
Just in case we need them later.
I would say that's one of the big things we want to find. This is a fun room. This is about the size of my bedroom. I live here.
Nice. Okay.
So that must mean this is the exit.
What's behind door number 3?
Yeah, that's our exit.
It's a way out and a shake lounge. Okay.
We have options now. Do you want to go north through the foundation, north through the Great Hall, or north through the bedroom?
Holy shit. Well, we paid for this north exit out of the Great Hall, right?
We did.
So I figure, and it's Route 1. It's our default Route 1 course to the north, so let's give it a whirl.
The Route 1 course to the north. Sounds like something you'd hear on the radio on like a long drive.
Welcome to 105.9 FM.
We have a dead end. We have a scary red room, but it does give us a lot of exits. Or we have the Rotunda. It costs all our gems, but can rotate.
Rotunda, I hardly knew her. Let's go in there.
I've never seen this room, so this is new to me.
Okay. Speed.
Which means I'm immediately going to be coming in here and looking around at fucking everything. What are those symbols?
Okay.
That looks like the Mount Holly Estate symbol.
Does it?
This is our rotating door. This is our exit.
It looks like something you have to put something on.
I wonder if it's just like a pressable button. I'm assuming this is free.
Is there a way out yet?
So I'm going to see what happens when we press it.
Oh, shit.
I see what's going on here. So now we actually have a left-facing door instead of a right-facing door.
Okay. So it doesn't really gain us a lot, does it? Just like,
no, I assume we probably can't rotate this in such a way we have a north-facing door. I assume that's like the caveat to this room. because... Right. Oh, never mind. We can, but we lock ourselves out of being able to go back.
What, forever, ever?
Well, no. I mean, like, essentially, we've just locked off this door. So it was actually probably not a bad idea. If we get back in here,
we can probably rotate it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go north then. That was meant to be. Route 1 on WM54
Who needs to go back anyway?
Yeah.
Okay, well, these are out of our...
for us? Oh, shit. Yeah, they're too expensive.
We also apparently have an option now to rotate floor plans?
Is that because we've rotunded?
Yeah, that's new to me. I've not seen that before. I kind of want to click it.
Well, can we rotate the den so that we get a northerly exit?
Oh my god. Yes, we can.
Yes, let's get in there. Pick up on Jim.
Fucking Rotunda is a cool room. I like Rotunda.
Oh man. I've solved the puzzle of the UI. Okay, this is good.
All right. You get a free gem for coming into here. It is, isn't it? It's really nice, chill, but also sort of head scratcher.
We just quit the puzzle and just live here now. I mean,
oh, you meant the room. I thought you meant the game. No, the room is nice.
No, yeah.
Although this clock is kind of a bit overbearing.
That feels puzzly. What time is it on the clock?
Which one?
Is it the same time as the grandfather? They're all the same time.
Yeah, they're all the real time, I believe. Not the real time out, like, for us, but in the game, real time.
Oh, okay. Right, okay. So, yeah, there should be a northerly exit out of here, then.
That is our northerly exit. Do we want to continue going north, or do you want to poke around any of these side rooms for, like, items and stuff? North has
treated us like princes.
Okay, well, hopefully we don't run into, like, a gem requirement.
Okay. Or a Gorgon.
Yeah, that's the Minotaur. It's part of the game I hadn't told you about. Right, we have a hallway, a spare room.
Oh, we haven't got a rotation anymore, so that was only when you're in the rotunda. I think it's in the rotunda, perhaps.
Yeah. Or archives again, which I really would rather not draft.
Well, spare room sounds good, doesn't it? It's like it just go
spare
on
room
through.
Gives us, just straight north, if you want to go straight north.
Yeah, that's our mission.
I believe. Yes. I mean, I'm sure there is probably going to be something in this room that I have to do at some point, but every time I've come in here thus far, there ain't been shit in here. Nothing to do. So.
Cool. Works for me. Just sucking down some steps.
Oh, sucking down some keys.
A locked door. Fuck! If we hadn't had a key, we'd have been screwed. Oh.
We do have a 1 gem requirement courtyard. We have the horrible weight room, which I...
Yeah, fuck that.
Maybe if we draft that at some point where we don't need to go into it, that could be okay, but... And a storeroom, which would make a dead end, so...
Mate, let's spaff that last gem. Come on.
Off it goes.
Courtyard it is.
And we should get some dig spots in the courtyard, I believe. And a metal detector.
Cool. Oh, is that what that is? I thought it was okay.
Yeah, metal detector. Now it'll beep if there is a hidden, like, key or coin on the floor or something.
Find us a key, baby. Come on.
Oh, turn it. Plus 6 steps. We're back up at 68 steps.
It's the key to a healthy lifestyle.
Yeah. And an old can.
Old tin can.
It's worth nothing.
Worth picking up. Brilliant. Okay.
Now, this is where I will point out, if we go north here, that door is currently locked. Our unlocked door is here. So do we want to make a pivot to going right now, or do you want to continue going north?
Well, we could come back if needs be, right? We've got plenty of steps up our
We could also find a room that hooks to the right. So.
Yep. Let's try heading up north first and see what happens.
Never mind, that's locked.
Locked. Okay, well, there you go then.
I guess we're going this way.
If this says locked, I'll cry. Okay.
Right, well, this could be an okay... This could be a place for a storeroom.
Yeah, we could do with a key, couldn't we? Then we can get through the fucking door that we couldn't get through.
Yep. We're going to do it. Oh, boy.
Why are you scared? I'm now scared.
I'm just like panicking because we're sitting on like one of everything at all points. We're so close to the end.
Living on the edge, baby. Come on, we can do this.
Right, we've got all our stuff from the storeroom. We can now unlock this door. We do have 1 gem if we get a gem room.
Yeah. Do you remember Gem? That was a cartoon back in the day. We've got Gem.
We do, but it hooks us to the left.
Now, the thing is, though, 66 steps, and we're really near the end. We can afford a little bit of fucking pump and iron, can't we?
If you really want,
at this point,
we can half our steps.
Yeah! Let's do it! Let's get swole.
Oh, this is gonna hurt.
Oh, shit.
At least I think it's only halved our steps
metal detector's
once when we drafted the room. It's not like every time we pass through here.
Is it just picking up the metal in the room, or is there a thing? Oh, there's a coin. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, free coin.
Okay, it's finished now. All right.
Just checking to see
I forget
if there's anything in this room. I don't think so. Right, so this is the antechamber. But obviously that's the locked door that we can't get in yet. So we're going to want to go this way.
Piss off.
Unless you want to go that way and try and get some, like, another storeroom or something. That's up to you.
Nah, let's hit the east. Let's be bold. Forge ahead. Shit. God damn it.
That's also locked.
Oh no!
All right, it's time for us to go walkies back to a lot of these dead ends we've left. And start trying to get some stuff.
We're going to have to go all the way back to the den.
Yeah, we can go back to the den.
Oh, mate.
No, we're not dead yet.
Fuck.
That's bad. Now, we could rotate the rotunda and go back to the foundation in the bedroom and put some, like, dead end rooms in there if we can get them.
Well, if we rotate the rotunda one step right, we can just go straight to the east from here, can't we?
If it lets me do that, yeah, I think it will.
Yeah.
But this could be a good opportunity for us to go back and solve some of those rooms and put some crap down we don't want. That's what I would say. It's up to you. I'll do whatever you want, but this is not a terrible time to say go back to here, and if we get like one of those red rooms we're scared of, stick it here and get rid of it. Or go to the foundation
place it down and just not use it.
Yeah, or go down to the foundation here or whatever and see if we want to place like some other crap or something. Do you know what I mean? Like a store.
How long have we got left on the slot? An hour.
You still got 35 minutes. Yeah.
35 minutes, right? We don't want to necessarily kamikaze it just yet, but then to be fair, I have been fairly kamikaze on this whole run so far. And why deviate from something that
do you want to just go east
perfectly? Yeah, fuck it. EU dares.
All right, we don't have enough of the passageway. We do have the hallway, which will give us a lot of options.
Always fine.
Yeah.
Puts us right back on track. Yeah, let's do it. Red letter. Doors in the West Wing are more likely to be locked. Okay.
Ooh.
Well, we ain't going west. Ooh, we got a key. Oh,
now
shit.
We have options. Now.
But we got to run through the weight room, right?
I feel like this weight room probably only does it once we draft it. I feel like it's not as you run through it. Because normally it's like whenever you enter, not. Do you know what I mean? I gotta hope that's the case. Well, here's what I'm just gonna say. We should probably open just say this door and see if we can like place a crap room here so we don't get it up there.
Okay. Yeah,
seeing as we're right here, it's not going to use any steps. Like I could put down a lavatory here.
Lavatory.
That's gone, right? Mm-hmm. We don't even need to go in there. I don't even think that has anything in it. So lavatory's gone.
Toilet.
We can leave that north for an escape if we need it.
Yep. Okay, that's our backup plan. All right, we're back on for the east at the north.
Or for the decides to also bring this game, but just keep Mayo playing. I'm intrigued as well for these brought because we kind of like both had a similar idea.
Do you know what? After the enjoyment you've given me here, I kind of feel bad.
Oh no! Right, we're about to find out if we lose half our steps. By the way, let's find out. Here we go.
Okay, here goes.
Ah, oh, thank God, it's just one.
It tried to fuck with me by going down with one. I was like, shit. Oh, okay.
Right, here we go.
All right. Yes. Key in the lock. Back in the east.
Lose 2 steps every time you go through the gymnasium. Now, this says while you're drafting, you'll no longer be able to see all 3 of them. You'll just lose 1. However, we are very close to the top of the building.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's risk it for a biscuit. Come on.
It could fuck us in the next choice, where we don't know if we can find a room that connects, but
I can taste victory to the north.
Gotta roll them dice, yeah.
No beeps. No fucking beeps.
Bet your ass I took a screenshot of every single one of those.
Oh, you've got this already? Okay.
Yeah. You bet your ass I took a screenshot of all of that.
That looks like a key pass lock.
That is a keypad door. And that is.
Oh, didn't we pick up
else.
like a scanner? We picked up a key card really early on, right?
We do have a key card. Now, I'm going to say maybe we should try open this again to put down some potential crap or get like a closet.
Yeah, it's only going to show us. Oh, okay. Right, well, we got a key card, so fuck you. Yeah, in we go.
We can,
laboratory
in
gets
fact, put this down.
And we've got a gem.
We're going to the lab. It's where we cook the meth.
I can smell victory. It's schedule 1.
I think I took this.
That was what this was leading to.
I need this, actually, for a puzzle I'm currently doing. But
okay.
we're going to leave that for now. I think I have that screenshot.
All right.
Thawing temperature shit.
Now. What happens when we go west?
I'm very scared, by the way, awfully knowing what I know about this game now, that all of this is going to be relevant.
Oh no.
And I'm worried about it. This is definitely relevant, and I haven't taken a screenshot of this yet. So I'm going to do that right now. There we go.
There you
Add it to
go.
my screenshot. I found the other half of this puzzle somewhere else.
Oh, it's a 2-parter. Okay.
Yep. The arrow. Oh, is the arrow pointing to that?
I do like Lard's comment. You could say the lavatory in this is a puts on sunglasses. Shit room.
I think the
Okay.
arrow is pointing to that. Maybe?
Yeah.
Doesn't go up to 12.
Numbers all correspond, do they?
Yeah.
You get-
I'm
it
pretty
doesn't
sure
go
I
as high as
can't
12,
use this
does it?
unless I draft a boiler load. No.
Yeah, it looks like there's no power to it in the first place. It's flashing red on the power. Oh, lots of clues for how to do it.
Now, here's something that we can get because we have the laboratory. In the laboratory, you are free to experiment by testing, combining different mechanics to create an original and unique house feature that will last until the end of the day. Now, awfully, what would you like to do here? The next 3 times you open a locked trunk, probably not going to happen, immediately, which actually seems very useful, or for each bedroom you draft after your second. So, we could do immediately, we'll get it straight away. Seems obvious to me.
Useful to us right now, right?
Gain 3 gold for each red room in your house, which we currently have 21 gold, and I think we have like 2 red rooms. Gain 1 key, gem, or gold selected randomly, or gain 1 key for every 2 hallways in your house, which we have about 4 or 5 of.
Yeah, I think the middle one is probably going to give us. We've got a 1 in 3 chance, a 66% chance of getting something we might need.
The middle one.
Yeah. Right, come on, not money.
1 gem.
Yes, got a gem.
Experiment successful.
Yeah.
I think my last experiment before this was not successful. Yeah, I tried that, and I had no successful triggers on day 6 that for each bedroom you draft after your second, set your steps to 40. I died on that run. I ran out of steps. There is also this terminal password, but you don't know the password, so you can't access that.
Oh, password 123.
I could try it if you want.
Yeah.
Oh.
Damn it.
Hang on, I got one more.
1, 2, 3, 4.
One more we can try. No.
Man, that is a deep cut.
Some people will get that. I know the password, but I'm not going to tell you just because you wouldn't have found it yet.
It boobs. Damn.
Not boobs. But to be fair, I don't think it'll actually give you much info being able to.
Do you know what I'm really appreciative of this so far is the fact that I've only had to solve 1 puzzle. I'm really happy about that.
Solved the box puzzle as well, technically.
We made it into the big room. Here's our prize, which is a key. To continue up, you must go down. Oh, shit. Okay, well, there's a key that hopefully helps us go down. The basement key. Oh, was that fucking lift that you unlocked?
Uh-huh.
All right.
You remember when I said earlier that there was a very endgamey area down there?
Down into the nether realms. We're going into the netherworld. I like it.
I'm just wondering if we can open this door on the way.
Yeah, is that like a skeleton? Special keys.
That's our basement key.
Oh, I thought maybe it was showing that was like a skeleton key. Oh, that's a shame.
We got 15, 14, 13 steps. We're going to the rotunda and we're going to have to rotate it.
Yep. It didn't cost us anything steps-wise to rotate the rotunda, did it?
No, this room seems incredible. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty handy.
I've never drafted this before. I've never found it before. And I want it more often, please.
Yeah. If anything, it's just a slightly more inconvenient hallway.
Yeah, well, it's just like you get the exit everywhere from it as well, which is nice.
Mm.
So this is a little minor spoiler for anyone who wants to play this on their own or whatever, but the way I got this, you cover your ears if you don't want it, is you can see there's 3 exits. I drafted a room that went into the back here, and there's a switch on the back that lowers the lever for this. Can I mention something about this key to help you out, Mail, that the game doesn't say? Depends what it is. If it's like a big puzzle spoiler or something, then no. But, I mean, for what it's worth, I know it goes down here.
Oh, it matches the key. That sign on the door.
Yeah. I found this first, actually.
Like. Oh, a floppy.
Floor plan upgrade disc.
Don't copy that floppy.
Not a puzzle spoiler, no. Go on then. Go nuts. I also still don't know what this does.
Oh, shit.
I have pressed this button. And nothing happens.
If you get stuck here and you need to go back.
I think there might be another room I can draft, maybe that's like an elevator or something, and this will do something to it, but yeah. So we have this basement key.
Special room.
When you use this key, you don't need to reuse it. Oh, so... Oh, you can come down to the basement whenever. Right, okay, that actually makes a lot of sense. But also... kind of doesn't help me. Because this area has a certain unique feature to it, which we'll get into.
Okay.
Now, the real question is, do I need to use... No, I don't. Okay, right, so this is all unlocked. There was a locked door here previous, and there is a puzzle you must do in here, requiring you to move all of these around in order to build a little path.
Did I play?
Go and press that.
I played a game where there was loads of those.
Yeah, you can see I've done it here.
Move shit around.
There's like a walkway you have to make, so you can get to the button to unlock the door. But I've already done that.
Gotcha.
But this is what I was saying.
3 had a lot of that going on.
Oh yeah, I think was it free? I had on PlayStation 2. Was that a PS2 game at one point?
No, this was like the. Oh, you know what? I might have been wrong there. It might have been 4.
This is what's precisely stopping me in this area currently.
All right. Okay. Cart full of bullshit.
I believe I need to enter from wherever that entrance is that is currently blocked up.
Well, only if you can pull it. You feel like you should be able to push it because it looks like it's up against a buffer that end.
Speaking of rotunda.
Oh my god. This is like Fallout vault doors stacked on top of each other.
Yeah, you see this here?
I take it there's no jump button. We're not platforming.
No jump.
Right.
So essentially, I've been down here and I've done this puzzle as much as I can to this point, and essentially I'm stuck. Like, there's not really much else you can do here currently.
Okay.
Because you can only lower and raise this, and you can rotate from that one station, but you really need to be able to get to the other. Like, this is the exit. I think this is the end of the game.
Oh.
As far as I'm aware, or like an end of the game. I don't know if it's the only end of the game.
What happens when you pull this lever?
So this is a spinny boy, but only spins in certain formation because of the platforms. So we can only go from here to there. Twister. Yeah, this is another raise up one, I think. Oh no, it's another spinner. So that you can spin this and get to another platform, and then, like, that's more or less where I got stuck. I can't really go anywhere else.
Okay.
I think
this looks different. This has got a thing in it.
Yeah. I think this is the map of down here. So we came in.
So we're on that top left.
We came in through here, through the basement.
Yep.
There is another entrance here at the cliffside, but I believe that's locked up outside. It's all blocked up with wood.
Interestingly, you said exit. It leads to North Lever.
Oh, there you mean?
Or
yeah.
Maybe,
well, North Lever, I believe, is the north of the antechamber door.
Right. Okay.
Like the one that's like locked at the top of the building. Gotcha. This one up here.
Yep.
So yeah, this is more or less like in terms of end gamey shit or whatever. This is where I'm up to. Like this is where I kind of got to. I got to this area, finally puzzled a bunch of stuff out, got down here. Now I believe what I need to do, as far as I can tell, there's a fountain entrance which has got me very intrigued because there's a fountain outside, and I have once seen on the draft pool but did not draft it was a pump room. And I'm wondering if I can drain the fountain at some point.
Yeah, and then comes steps.
And then I can come down here, and that would get me access to this side of this rotation door, which might get me something else. So that's where I'm at.
It gets you into the side of where the minecart is.
Indeed.
It makes you bypass the minecart.
Now, the only other thing we can really do right now is get out of here and try and put some other rooms down. We're kind of locked at this point, a bit like I was in my game. But there's not really much else.
So you need to just like unlock more tech and clues and
yeah, it seems like every time you draft a room you've not seen before, there's always like something pretty substantial going on with it that will progress your understanding further of the game.
Okay.
But that is essentially a successful run as far as I'm concerned right now. Like we're at the gate to unlock the final bit of the game. Just we haven't got all the solutions to be able to do that.
So close.
Yeah, so close but so far. So yeah, what I was saying about this mine exit or whatever is I think there's another entrance or whatever that you could probably get in here and then either pull this or like take the stopper off or something, or I don't know what's going to happen with that, but I imagine this must become unblocked.
So you can see to the right there's a door.
Yeah.
And it showed us on the diagram that's how we can get in.
Yeah. Then it makes me think that maybe you can unblock this eventually and make it a bit easier to get around. Also, this is the reservoir, which I'm wondering if the pump could manage this as well, but it seems a lot.
Yeah. There is a boat.
There is a boat. So there's a few entrances into this underground area. But sadly... try as I might.
Unless it's calling something like really far away and we're missing it.
Now, we have like 20 minutes left on this timer, so why don't we see if we can put down some doors? We might even be able to find the pump room.
Let's throw some shit down. I feel immortal now. I feel like we made such amazing progress.
We do only have 7 steps left, which is a problem. But
that's not a lot, is it?
It is not a lot. But don't count us out yet. Because perhaps the other end of this bedroom, there might be
we
like
do have a gem.
A
if there was a
room or
gem door.
Right. Shall we throw the dice here? Shall we roll the dice and see what this is?
Why not? Fortune favors the bold and brave.
The bold.
Stupid.
There we go. That's minus 2 steps in the gymnasium.
Oh no, there's a basketball though. Can you bounce it?
Oh, that's the rotunda. Right. No.
Not out of 10.
Cannot bounce basketball. Dining room! Now, once you reach rank 8, which is literal rank, as it were, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which we have, for the first time ever in any run,
gem,
you unlock food at the dining room.
Look at that steak. Fuck yeah.
Plus 20 steps, or plus an additional 10 if you have a showroom, which we don't. But let's eat our fucking dinner. A delicious porterhouse steak.
Ew.
And now we're suddenly back in it again.
Although I would have appreciated a kind of wild mushroom sauce with it. That would have been nice. Not peppercorn sauce. That's for assholes, but you know.
For asshole.
It is. It's just...
All right, off the... We're back to...
Who decides to have a steak and then goes, oh, I'd love some peppercorn sauce on this?
I'm going to give you control again, by the way.
Right, we're going west, right? That's the new place.
Ooh.
3 keys. Are there still locked doors in our special room?
I think we have a locked door here and maybe here.
But then if we kind of need this to be a place that leads to a place, right? Because otherwise we're going to get a bit stymied.
We could go chapel. We have fuckloads of coins.
Yeah, fuck it. It's only money.
The peppercorn hate.
Can't take it with you.
Sometimes it's worth having a look around for our metal detector to go off. Some people leave coins in the pews. All right, we have 2 options now. We can go up or down. Right now, it actually doesn't really matter if we go towards the antechamber. That's kind of out of our remit.
Yeah, it's irrelevant now. It's just fun, right? So let's go south. Fill in the map.
Fill in the map of it. Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
A boudoir will kill us. Commissary is also a dead end, but it could sell items. We do have a lot of coins, so we could use this to buy keys.
In there, though. But the archive floor plan could be like Narnia.
Do you want to try it?
Yeah.
It's a hallway, which actually is not the worst thing for us right now. So,
yeah, progress. Progress is progress.
Right.
Dark room.
You cannot see what you're drafting when you're in the dark room. Or we have a West Wing hall.
Bad.
Or we have...
Well, that's easy, right?
Whatever this is. So, I mean, I would probably...
sexy.
I would probably go for this personally, just to keep it going, but it's up to you.
But we're trying to find things, right? So if we just go for the easy, that gives us nothing room, then all we're doing is spending steps not getting a thing that might get you to where you need to be.
You've sold me. Let's go for this one.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the coat check.
Cloakroom.
I can check an item in here for next run.
Bank something.
I'm going to bank this upgrade disc.
Upgrade disc.
Because that's actually really fucking helpful. The reason why our storeroom, by the way, our storeroom that we got early on, or not early on, but here, the reason why that gives plus 10 coins, it used to give plus 1 coin, but I upgraded it with a disc. So,
you didn't upgrade? Yeah. And that's a permanent upgrade then?
Permanent, yeah.
Nice.
Also, Morbo said, lads, just the 2 lads. That's correct.
Lads.
Right, we're going to go north. Ooh.
Security. View inventory of all items currently in the house. That'd help you out, wouldn't it?
It also would give us 2 exits.
Yep, it's only 1 gem. We got 2, so...
Now,
nice. Look at this.
This is the first place that I saw this. Terminal password.
The terminal password. Well, that's not very helpful, is it?
So at first I thought this might have been Sinclair because that's the name of the guy. That did not work.
Mate, all it looks like to me is squiggle, squiggle, squiggle.
You see an S here. I don't know if you can see that.
Barely.
Yeah, it's a little tough. But I will say there's one other interesting thing I found here, and I read this without needing the... Oh, so that's us that... See? If I move over here, there I am. Blue memos equal true. Red memos equal lie. Now, can you read that under there?
Fuck no, I can't.
Unless written by hand is what that says.
Oh.
So red memos are true if they're written by hand.
And there's memos here. So that's a lie.
Yeah, well, we know that because we tried to get in there.
Yeah, we know this is...
Yeah. We know that's a bunch of bollocks.
Mm-hmm. But this one...
Keycard access security doors are more likely to appear in the higher ranks of the estate. Likewise, as a redundant security measure, normal doors in the estate will also be more likely to be locked as you progress north. That makes sense?
Yeah.
Now, I'm gonna go ahead and do this, but if you're worried about spoilers, chat, if you want to play this for yourself and you don't want to know the answers to everything, just close your eyes while I enter this password in. There we go.
Okay. And the password is off the screen now. You can look back.
Yeah.
Connecting the network. Here we go.
Not gonna lie, this kind of feels like how you unlock rooms on Betrayal at House on the Hill. Not a game I've played. It was boobs. I knew it. No, you're not supposed to tell them.
Boobies.
We've got staff services.
Fucking love boobs. Right.
So most of this stuff has been turned off.
Yep.
This is where we can place an order at the commissary for the next run if we want a specific item. So if you were like, I'm going to make this run the one where I get the magnifying glass and go look at all the papers, you could do that. Sleeping mask, I think, gives you bonus steps when you enter a bedroom, if I remember rightly.
Right. Makes sense.
I might put the compass on.
You have a little kit.
So I've never had the compass. I actually don't know what it does.
I mean, I could take a guess.
In the scheme of this game, I don't know what it does, more accurately. Also, we have a key card, so this is something that's quite interesting. We can go into the key card settings here. You can turn the key cards off, but by default, until you find this... So there's like a breaker box you can find, like a utility room. You can turn the key card system off. But by default, until you find this computer, the default offline mode is that all doors are locked. But when you find this computer, you can make it so that all doors when they're offline are unlocked. And then you can also change the security level so that they're more likely to appear or less likely to appear. So you can get to a point where even if you don't have the key card, you can be like, more security doors, but I've turned them off and they'll all be unlocked, which is very helpful.
Okay.
But we have a key card, so we can just set this to on and high, because it means we don't need to use keys. So if we get a security door, great.
That is handy.
Morbo spending his points. We don't have anything to spend the points on, to be fair.
And he says, I know all passwords. I'm a piss wizard rank 5. This is Votula, by the way.
Is that his canonical voice now? Votula.
I always get bonus steps in the bedroom because of the sex. This is Votula, by the way. I think he sounds a little bit like Zippy in a way.
Reading the Votula thing made me think of the Berserker guy from Clerks.
Oh. You want to make some fuck berserker? My love for you is like a truck.
Berserker.
Berserker.
Laundry room. Launder currency.
Into what? Oh, can we turn it into like into gems or keys or something? Maybe.
I don't know. Maybe it's possible. I've never drafted
3 keys for a garage, but it's a dead end.
Yeah.
I think we have to go with the archived one, don't we? Well, we got a right exit off the security. That wasn't locked, was it?
It was.
Oh, it was. Okay, well, fuck it. We got to go in. Well, actually, we could get a key for it from the garage.
That's true.
Yeah. I think in this case, it's worth going in the garage, get the keys. That gets us what we need.
We have at least 3 locked
2
doors currently, yeah.
Yeah. Do it. Oh, something's beeping. No, is it just the keys that's beeping it?
This is off.
Intercom.
This would be the opening for this.
Right.
Which, interestingly, when you have it on the west wing, that's how I got access to this outside room. Because I opened up the garage, and that gives me access to the west gate path, which I then went and unlocked the gate. So I have yet to get one on the right wing, and I don't know what that's going to unlock for me, if anything. Nothing else really to do in here, though. I think you can get car keys, and I don't know what that actually will do in here. But
smash through the door, escape the whole situation.
That's the one. Yeah, just fucking drive the car off the cliff. I've had enough.
Through our new house.
Well, it's a good job we got these keys in it.
Yeah, 3 of. We're fucking key rich.
Ooh. Well, we can't draw this, even though it would be the perfect, escape. Package will be delivered here the day after drafting this room, or an archive floor plan, your favorite.
Well, we gotta do that, because otherwise we're dead ending.
It's the dark room.
Give us a north. There's no north.
No way around, and the lights are off, so we can't even look at anything in here.
Our first gamble that didn't pay off.
To be fair, at least we've drafted it and it's gone. Now we can unlock up here, because we have keys. So we could just leg it down here and go.
And it doesn't cost us steps to go back through rooms we've already been through,
It sure does. And coins.
Oh, it does. Fuck me.
But that's okay. We can make our way through here. We're going to lose some steps going... Oh my god, how do we get... We have to get back to the rotunda. Okay, so we have to go down there and up.
We get in there off the Great Hall, yeah.
Yeah. Jim, ow. My bones,
Any
my body.
room pastries in is a dork room.
Harsh, but funny. Oh. Right, in we go. Okay. Yeah, so up here, right? Just in the hallway.
Yep, rotunda.
This wasn't even locked. Combine inventory to create new items at the workshop.
Okay.
Or an archive floor plan. Or a bedroom. Which
gets us...
technically would
but
put us in a stop situation, but we do have doors here we can unlock.
Let's go with the archive.
What do we got? Oh, this is the boudoir.
The boudoir. Welcome
Now,
to my boudoir.
I know a solution in here. I just hadn't managed to get in here since. It's something that I've been thinking about and looking at my screenshots over.
Oh, there's a safe. Okay.
And I'm going to let you figure this out. I'm going to let you puzzle this out. All I will say is everything you need to unlock this is in this room.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's called Sinker.
And I'm just going to say, for the benefit of the, like pixel hunting or whatever, there is only one other thing you can interact with in this room that isn't this.
Okay.
So we can interact with this, and it's
simple numerical code,
regular keypad. And the only other thing we can enter is this.
Right. Can we flip it over?
No.
Look on the back of the picture? No? Okay. All right. So, what are we looking at here? So, I think I can see some, like, almost Roman numeral type numbers. I can see, like, where there's, like, the safe being unwrapped. And above it, I think I can see 3 vertical lines, and above the literal safe, 2 vertical lines. I don't know if those are relevant. Oh, no, well, it's not 3 vertical lines. That's the fucking numerical keypad, but really small. Okay. All right. So in that case, the 2 scratches on the wall that I can see above the safe are the only 2 things that look like they might be numbers immediately.
What do you think, chat, as well?
Presents, a number of lights.
Now I'm gonna say this just for your benefit as well. This is another one of those puzzles where I've gotten my brain into such a like, oh my god, everything's a fucking puzzle. I need to do blah blah blah. That I think I overthought this so much that I avoided this puzzle altogether. More or less, it's a much simpler solution than you might think.
Okay, so what we're looking for is a set of digits to type into a keypad.
Yeah.
So something here must represent a set of digits.
Pastry says, I think objects in the room and or colors. Yeah, see, that's what kind of where I was at first. Like, but I will say it's very, very simple.
Very, very simple.
And I technically haven't solved this yet. This is just my assumption.
Well, it's been partially unwrapped, so we know it was a present for Christmas.
This is based on other notes and stuff I've had.
Like 2512, maybe, because it was Christmas Day. That they got the safe. Or 1225, because it might be an American game. I don't know which one.
That's exactly what
Fucking
I thought. All right. And
check out the brains
we got a gem and apparently, oh, this is letter 4. Ooh, I'm supposed to find 8 letters. I got a premonition from a fortune teller machine I found in one of the rooms that told me I need to find 8 letters.
Yeah.
Do you want to read this or should I?
Yes, sir. Herbert, I was distraught to learn that you have chosen to omit the details of our dear Marion's disappearance from the public record. It is no surprise to me that the royal court would want this embarrassment kept as quiet as possible, but I am shocked that you have so little regard for your niece that you would play the king's scullion and stoop to kissing the foot that treads upon her memory. She gave up her family, her fortune, and her life, and all you can do is think of your name. Having never had a family name nor fortune of my own, I cannot personally condemn you for faltering in your commitment to make the same sacrifices she did. But for the love of God, do not, by that same display of weakness, clutch your petty assets so tightly that you undermine the cause that she forfeited everything to further. Our countrymen must be made aware of the price she paid, and must be made to see the color of the flag she flew as she rode into the darkness of 100 nights. To deny her story is to deny her life. If through your silence you bless this betrayal, our son, Simon, your heir, will inherit a fortune of lies and will spit upon your grave when he learns of your cursed foolishness. Needless to say, we will not be coming for Christmas this year, Daniel.
So that's written by my dad, apparently.
That is a extremely aggressive and passive aggressive.
So these letters that I'm finding, I believe, are, just like kind of slowly filling in the story and some lore and stuff. But something's going to happen when I get all 8 of them, apparently.
All right.
In fact, I can show you what I mean by that. If I do this, we go to here, and I can go to this, I can go to that, and I can go, okay. Then,
Zoltan.
I wanted to do that, actually. I recorded this, because I was like, I need this to be kept here. I need to know this information.
Okay.
So tell me if you can hear it.
Yes.
Okay, wonderful.
And as it was foretold, I am awakened at the sound of a dropping coin. You find yourself face to face with the great Alzara. And I suspect you wish me to look into your future. The image is becoming clear.
Haunted, spooky game.
Darkened cloud of ruin, familiar to us both. Now decrepit, run down, and in disrepair. I see 8 red
So these are our red envelopes.
resting upon 8 pedestals. And in these 8 envelopes, I see 8 letters penned by 8 different hands. 8
Uh-oh.
letters of which you will only ever find and read 7. Just like the art hanging on.
And this is making me think that the art is
Yeah.
a puzzle, a bigger puzzle.
That's why you got suspicious.
Missing.
Well, look at Crow and Crown, N,
Heard here
Yeah.
has been
for example. And now I'm looking at every picture. Like, oh, God.
Alzara. Damn it, Alzara. You made us paranoid about wall art.
I will have nothing more to say.
So yeah, that is why I'm suspicious for sure of everything
Yeah.
in this game now. Because even in like
Justifiably so.
in any room here, it's like, I don't know, what's this, like a cart
Cart.
and a
Chart.
chart?
So H.
Uh-huh. What does that mean in the grand scheme of things? I don't know. I've been writing them down, though.
You write down like a letter, what every room is by its letter.
Mate,
So a
you
boudoir
want to
is
see
H.
my notebook? This is why I said to you earlier, it looks like someone's got problems. Because I've got like crown, frown, shot, cut. I'm like, oh God, what's happening to him?
You're like fucking Charlie from Always Sunny at this
It's like
point.
the worst fucking rhyme book ever. Right, I believe our timer is more or less up, but let's just use these last couple of rooms, shall we?
Yeah.
Archive floor plan.
Yeah, let's spaff those gems.
It is Pepe Sylvia.
I thought it was a cinema
You're not
for a
wrong.
minute. Okay.
Is that like TNT? What is that?
A battery pack. Ooh.
Oh, I've never had that.
What do we
before.
know that was turned off? There was that machine that you were trying to flip the numbers on next to the chart, the periodic table of elements.
There
That
was,
showing
yeah.
a
I don't
red
think we'll actually be
power
able to get back
light.
to that with
We
the
got
amount
our
of steps we have, sadly. But I will say I've tried to use that once before, and there was like a terminal there, and it says something about needing to turn the boiler on. So I think that might be what powers it. Library is a complete bullshit room. But there might be something else in here, but basically every time I've drafted
Spend that last gem then.
every time I've drafted this room, it's just got a book in it that tells me how many steps I've taken and stuff, and I'm like, great. Oh, well, that's going to hook us around, but we can see what we can buy. Buy another upgrade disc. A bunch of keys.
Well, we're lacking gems.
Let's buy some gems and a key. Why not?
Oh, it's a
It'll
lie.
be closed, but it's a lie. It'll be open from 12 to
handwritten.
16. Also, there's 50% off.
is- Oh, nice.
But also, I don't know if that's a lie.
Oh, you think everything written in red is now a lie? Oh, God.
Cliff without jacket.
It's like a Mac. Cliff without a coat. It's not a moat. No. Beach. Sea.
Actually said S.
Side.
How did you get? Oh, coat and coast. Nice.
Coat coast. Oh, yes. Well done,
Fucking-
pastry.
Damn it. This probably means something too, and I don't know what it is.
Oh, it means don't smoke, kids.
It's driving me insane. Cloister's a
got
kill
gems.
anyway. Should we open this shit?
Yeah.
See what our last room is.
Could be the lost treasure of the Sierra Madre. Here we go.
It's a secret room. How does this work? That's going to lead me into the spare room, isn't it?
Secret passage.
This isn't going to work. So what this normally does is you pick a color of a room you want to be the other side of the door.
Right.
So you'd say like
But
pick orange,
now it's locked, right? So.
and then you would go through, and then you'd have an orange door. But that ain't gonna work.
It's blocked. We've got a room now with no entrance. Yeah.
Stag stage, stag stage E.
Yeah.
Pastry. There's so many rooms in this game, and I have so many of them written down already. You better believe I'm going to be going through this afterwards, and I'm going to be writing these down.
Well, that's some fucking timing.
Yeah. We call it a day.
Yeah.
We get to find out what sort of house we
had.
got. Oh, we were a red manor.
Mount
So we had a lot of red rooms. We had a dark room, a weight room, an archive, a chapel, a lavatory, a
Red
gymnasium. Ton of red rooms. We opened
Well,
34. The most I've ever opened is 44, which was all but one square. And there's some note in the game that talks about the 46th room. I don't know if that's just outside the antechamber or if that's another room. So,
Or maybe that downstairs.
indeed. Well, there you go, folks. That was Blueprints. If that seemed interesting to you, I recommend giving it a look. It's free on Game Pass. It's free on PlayStation Plus. So if you have either of those, you can get it for free. It's also on Steam and stuff, so you can get it there.
Beautiful.
But if you like your puzzle games, I've been enthralled by this. It's been really good. And like I say, you're going to find yourself, from what I've said, going here and looking at like these and being like, what does Queen and Ace have to do with it? Because I thought it was just a missing letter. So now you're not helping me. Game, what does this mean? Face and Ace, maybe? F? Oh, well,
Face and Ace.
the hell was that? Was that you?
Oh, can you hear that?
I thought I was in the game. I was like, wow, this seems really out of tone for this game. Oh, hilarious. All right. Anyway, That's where we finish up. I need a very quick toilet break.
So do I. We'll take it in turns.
Yeah, we'll take it in turns. Okay, that sounds fun.
All right, you go.
Hang on, let me quit the game then. Right, okay, All For Thee is going to be up next, chat. He's going to keep you busy while I go for a quick toilet break. We'll be back in a sec.
Okay, crew. Now, as we said earlier on, like the music for this is really loud in my ears right now, so I'm going to do my best. Now, as we said earlier on, Maelstrom and I turned up this evening, and one by one, the bots were like dropping like flies on the way into this, and both of us, for some bizarre reason, came to the same conclusion independently that what we should end up bringing is a game for the other person to play, and we would drive it, but the other person will be making the decisions. And I came to that decision before I actually had like chosen what that would be. And I sat here, and in the lead up to it, I came up with something. and now the reason I said I kind of feel bad is because Maelstrom brought a game which you didn't know this, but I had some desire to potentially investigate and play at some point. I, on the other hand, I brought a game that couldn't be further away from that for Maelstrom. And I mean to the point where he might get angry, and so angry to the point that I actually have brought 2 games just in case. All right? So we're going to find out, I suppose, when he gets back as to whether he's actually going to go through with this or not. This is going to be interesting TV. There could be rage. There could just be disappointment and despair. I don't know. We'll have to find out how this one shakes out. But one way or another, it's going to be an interesting turn of events. And he's going to get back.
All right.
And then I'm going to go for a pee. All right, I've primed the audience.
Old man bladder tag out.
Yep, they're aware of things that you sort of are aware of. But maybe a little bit more. So I'll leave you with them. And I'll be back in a mo.
Okay, wonderful. I'm back, chat. I also have some shortbread biscuit. Mail is in danger? You're going to be mad allegedly. Oh. Oh no. It's closing up my notebook. All For Thee has plans for you. Oh dear. I should be worried. We don't know what, though. What did you guys think of Blueprints, by the way? That game has been, like, a bit of an obsession for me for the last week.
Okay, I'm back. Okay.
Welcome
All
back.
right. Hopefully, you are prepped and ready. I'm just going to turn this down to what I think is a slightly more...
yeah, I fully recommend you all go check out Blueprints.
Volume level.
That was a lot of fun.
Okay, open volume mixer. Let's just find this one and just turn it down just a smidgeroo so I can hear you easy. Right, okay.
I got crumbs everywhere.
So, Maelstrom.
All For Thee.
Right.
Am I safe to show your screen? Are we good?
Do you know what? I think to get the full effect of this, I want to restart the actual game. So I'm just going to go and go into it here and just hit the exit game, because I think that will give us the full effect. So then I can unmute the sound in OBS, and I can unhide the game capture. Okay, right. So you know how I have this tendency to turn up to these streams and go, "Hey Rob, we're playing Jackbox."
Sure. Yeah. Okay.
So I thought it might be funny to do a thing, or fun to do a thing, and like I said, I feel a little bit bad because you brought to me a game that I would want to play, and I think this could be the antithesis of this. So you can now safely share my screen, okay. and I will fire the actual game up.
Screen is shared.
Okay, here we go then. So All right, I want to make sure I've got. Okay, so we've got the music.
Fucking music.
Okay. All right.
Oh no!
We're going back in time, baby.
Oh god!
That's right.
Oh
Yes. Okay.
He's making me play this trope.
As we explained at the beginning, this is a my dick is your dick situation. All right. So
hang on, this is really loud. Look, I need to turn it down slightly.
All right. Now I think if we leave this long enough at this screen, I've got a feeling. Oh, do I have to press click? Oh god, it went in and it did something earlier.
Is this the first one?
All right. This is the very OG first one.
Okay, I actually know a tiny bit about this game then, about the first one, because I watched a bit of it before I went, this guy seems like an insufferable twat, and then I never watched it again.
Well, now you get to determine the outcome, so here we go then. So we're going to go with story mode, and we're going to start right off at number one, the like patient zero of this whole thing. Chapter 1, girl on street. All right, so let's see what kind of score we can pump out of this thing.
Okay, I'm just
explored 0%.
resetting this time.
Now let's set the scene here for you, Maelstrom. Okay, I need you to get limber for this, so I'm gonna set the scene. So you're walking, and a girl catches your eye. Can you stop her? Get her to talk to you and make her want to see you again? Goal: instant date. Okay. And if we get any ending, we unlock a custom mode. So this is cool. So here we go. Play. Maelstrom's first adventure in Super Seduce.
I feel so sad that I gave you such a fun game.
Oh, I know.
You've hit me with this fucking bellend.
I know. Oh. Here she comes, but look at you, Maelstrom.
All right.
Looking slick. All right. Now, do you talk to her from a few meters in front of her and slightly to the side?
That's really specific.
Do you wait until she's passing you, then talk to her? Do you pretend to be blind?
Do you walking next to her?
Do you wolf whistle? Or do you, yeah, what up, girl? Walking with her.
I mean, I'm gonna say B seems like the only real reasonable option.
Right, okay. So this is an insight now into the mind of Maelstrom, all right?
Except maybe A, except it's so weirdly specific that I don't understand what he means. Talk to her from a few meters in front of her and slightly to the side. I mean, maybe, okay,
precision
well, hang on.
is important in the seduction game, all right?
Okay, I'll tell you what. So B is definitely getting her to turn around and, like, pay attention to you or whatever. A is maybe giving her an out. That's all I can understand from that. So let's go with A instead.
Okay, all right.
Because everyone should be given an out from this man if they need it.
All I will say, Maelstrom, right? If you want your prey to escape,
okay,
your potential life partner to escape, then you're going the right way about it. All right,
okay,
I'm just saying. The more exits you close off, the better. But anyway,
if this was me, that would be different. Except I'm looking at him, so I want my prey to escape.
His dick is your dick, Maelstrom. Come on,
God.
He's doing this on your behalf.
Do
right,
A.
Okay, we're gonna go with A.
Talk to her from a few meters in front and slightly to the side.
That's correct. When you stop a girl on the street, you need to be directly in front of her. And
does he sound really blown out to anyone else?
She can slow down and comfortably stop.
Is that just me? He sounds like he's like, well, that's right. It's like fucking blown out to hell.
It doesn't sound too bad, my end. So maybe it's some kind of
yes, he does. Weird.
Thing.
Okay.
Let me. I'll look at the audio output. Nothing seems to be.
That's fine. We've got to turn. It's not like egregious.
Up.
It'll be fine.
All right, cool. Right,
okay.
So he's approving of you. You have met Richard Laruina's own tactic here, Maelstrom.
I don't want to be approved by him.
I've
seen him on British TV, and he may want to punch him in the mouth.
Mate, this is a good sign. You're in the zone, right? You're in the predator, in the capture zone. This is good, right? So, do you the first thing you say, I just saw you and wanted to let you know you look very elegant.
Do I have to say it in that voice?
Do you have a minute? It might help, you know. Hey, don't I know you from one of my yoga classes? Or I think you're very beautiful. I'd love to go down on you right now.
Well, straight to the point, eh?
Or didn't we both go to the same college?
A
Now,
and
let-
B
here
seem
we
the
go.
most normal.
Here's an important. We should start an important distinction here, right? Are we going to play this in the most optimal fashion that you think is going to land the girl, or are you going to play this as Maelstrom Alpha?
I think I'm going to play this with whatever option I feel like I would pick given the options.
Right. So this is a Maelstrom playthrough, everybody. Okay, because we did this very much with pastry back in the day. We did a pastry playthrough, and it was a fucking disaster. So let's see what we do. We ended up accidentally. Well, we punched a woman at one point in pastry's playthrough.
I'm going to say, even though I think this is probably not going to be what he wants, I'm just going to say B.
You want to go with B? Okay. Hey, do you have a minute?
I just really don't want to lay it on
Sorry,
thick
and I'd love to
from
get
the
to
start.
know you. So, do you have a minute?
No, actually.
Okay,
No,
cool.
not even-
Move on. Next
why
question.
not?
Oh,
Next
Maelstrom.
girl.
Why did you ask that? Gives her the opportunity to say no. If
See?
you ask,
Because
I-
it's not a fucking trap,
more than likely,
idiot.
in the beginning of the interaction, she's going to say no.
I'm not trying to keep her in a cage, you fucking monster.
Maelstrom, love is a trap. Relationships.
Why would you say that?
are
Why
nothing
wouldn't you
other than a
stand in
gilded
her way
cage.
and push her to the ground and stand above her and assert your manliness?
Assert your what? Where did that
Assert,
come from?
assert.
Oh, I thought you said insert your
No,
manliness.
God damn it.
Throw it to the ground.
All right, well, if that's a
Insert
fail,
your
let's go
manliness.
for
Oh my
A.
God, I want to play your version of this game. That'd be amazing.
That's
right.
no, God.
All right. Let's see. What's our fallback plan?
A.
Then Maelstrom. You want to go with A? Okay.
Yeah.
I just saw you. I wanted to let you know you look very elegant.
I mean, the two of them are lying, and one of them is going down on them.
I just saw you and wanted to let you know that you look really elegant. I love this skirt as well. It's really summery.
Thank you.
This is good because you've given her a nice compliment. It's direct. It's
And
made
you've
her
allowed her
smile,
no option to
and
escape.
It's made her feel like it's a nice, confident way to start in the street. So what's your
Bless
plan
you,
for today?
Mel, for not rage
Actually
quitting.
going to the park to feed the
Yeah.
squirrels with my friend.
What? Feed squirrels?
Yeah.
And ducks or squirrels?
No, just the squirrels.
These
We,
little guys, yeah.
He's so
we got
blown
them to
out.
be our friends,
What do you
so,
feed them? Like hot dogs?
almonds?
What the fuck are you talking
What's your
about?
favourite, is it?
It seems
You feed them hot
Well,
dogs.
they're really cute, aren't they?
They are very cute.
You
Yeah,
like
it's fun.
animals?
I do.
Nice. That sounds fun, actually. I never thought of that. But buy some almonds.
Oh my God, I'm dying. This is the cringiest conversation I've ever seen.
See, now, one thing that you
Gotta
said
feed
about,
the
you know,
squirrels hot dogs. Just to fucking jump off a cliff, mate.
All right, okay. The past is the past. Right, here we go. Ask her questions to get her to do most of the talking. Or say, "You're just so beautiful. Would you mind if I kiss you right now?" And then lean in for the kiss. Or you do most of the talking.
Right, well, I mean, the only real option here is A, isn't it? Because C is going to be he's an insufferable twat non-stop.
Okay.
And B is insane.
All right, so this is what you would do.
It's got to be A, yeah.
Right.
Do you live local around here somewhere?
Do you live local around here?
And you spend a lot of time in this
Fucking
area?
so blown out.
I do, yeah.
There's a nice coffee shop just down there. Have you been there?
I have, but
Oh, sorry, I paused it because I was just attempting to reduce the decibels to see if that would less blow it out,
I'm
but there we
going
go.
to meet a friend actually, so I need to go.
Oh, that does sound
What's her name?
a little
Is it
better,
a he
actually.
or a she, actually? In the beginning, the girl actually shouldn't do most of the talking. so you don't wanna
Fuck
ask
off.
A bunch of questions. You want to make statements.
Fuck you, dude.
Yourself.
Actually, you'll find in the beginning that the woman shouldn't do most of the talking because she's stupid. So what you should do is you
Maelstrom?
should do the talking. It's like, what you fucking get out of your own asshole, man. Pull the head out of your own ass.
Yeah, I did. When the objective is hers, I agree. But we just need to make sure that we are, doing this about the right way. We're learning a lot here. This is good. Okay.
I'm
So
not.
we're
I'm
sharpening
learning
our-
I hate
we
this
are
guy. I already
sharpening
knew
our
that.
blades here. Okay. So you've got two options.
Option
remaining.
C. Make the twat do most
Option
of the
C.
talking.
Okay, sounds good to me.
I'm sure it'll pan out great for him somehow.
Down there, and then I'm going to meet some friends, but I've got like 40 minutes, and That's why when I saw you...
Nah, you know what, mate? Actually, I said I was going to go feed the squirrels. They seemed like they'd be more interesting conversation partners. I'm out.
In the early stages of an interaction, you actually do want to make most of the conversation so that she has a chance to relax, get comfortable talking to you, snap out of the mindset.
He looks like a muppet.
Thinking about what she's doing and where she's going. So that's
I don't know what it is about his nose or something. He looks like a Jim Henson character.
Yeah, but you ride bikes.
You know what we do, like the penny farthing and the suit on, and sitting really up straight.
That's very fancy for bikes.
I will change.
Okay.
Now remember, Maelstrom, I think what we learned that was most salient there was what you need to do is snap her out of the mindset where she's thinking about what she's doing. Okay? So once you can get her decoupled from her intentions for that day, you're in. Okay? You've carved yourself an entrance.
I'm just reading chat.
Okay.
Maelstrom, do you want a special guest? So this doesn't have to be as long. Like, I just invite like 7 people in so often each segment becomes 10 minutes.
We did do this with Morbo. We had to get Morbo in because, and do you know what? Pastry was all happy about that because she thought finally there would be a non-degenerate in the thing. He just fucking destroyed every dream she ever had.
Oh, God.
It was great. So, yeah.
All right, let me read these then.
All right.
Let's see.
Okay, so your options are use checking out her earrings as an excuse to touch her.
Okay, arrested. Continue.
Start touching yourself to get her turned on.
Also arrested. Continue.
Find an excuse to take off your shirt and show off your physique.
Probably should be arrested. Continue.
Ask what she does for a living because she looks artistic.
Okay. I'm glad that's what that said and not the other word.
Ask what hairstyle she thinks would be good for you.
D.
Okay. All right. This is... Okay. Okay.
I don't know, when I interface with someone, I like asking about them more than telling them about myself, but this guy might not do that.
Well, I actually work in non-profit charity, yeah.
I like making profit, so that's...
What do
I'm
you
joking,
do?
I'm joking. I work
Fucking
in
hell.
IT, but
Okay.
no, that's cool. So you're not so focused on money, you like doing good things.
Yeah,
That's cool.
thanks.
I'm focused on money. No.
That's fair.
We know what you're focused on, mate.
Too, so.
Sure, yeah.
I'm focused on pussy.
Someone does this.
It's only one organ that you're focused on all the time.
But in this case, you want to make a guess, make an assumption. It makes it a little bit more interesting. And if you choose something to do with fashion or art, it's always a compliment for a woman.
I like
because it
making
kinda says
profit.
that she has
Honestly,
style.
that's a good joke. I mean, that's the best joke he's done so far. Is there a sniper just out of shot? Why is she staying there?
Because Maelstrom has managed to corner this woman now.
I was forced to stop her from escaping.
Yeah, you've stopped her escaping. You've decoupled her from her reality, and now we're engaging her in this. So
why isn't this an extra life
Maelstrom,
incentive? Why am I doing this on a Sunday? What happened? What happened here?
Okay, this is my revenge for you making me do all the gay stuff.
This is my revenge for having a lovely time.
All the other times you made me take cock. Right, okay, here we go.
Without any context, that's insane.
I know. And then if that becomes a sound clip, I'm in trouble. Okay, right. Here we go. Option A, are you single? Option B, ask her name, then say it's your name too.
Okay.
Option C, introduce yourself. Option D, look up a skirt.
No. I guess C.
Now, all I'm saying, remember my route one approach that last game. I'm just saying. But you think option C. All right, we'll go with option C. This is Maelstrom's pick, everybody.
My name is Richard, by the way.
Hey, nice to meet you.
And your name?
Alexa.
It's good that you have a name.
Alexa?
I was just waiting for it a
Is this
while.
his woman's name?
Thanks.
Sorry, I don't know that one.
Rather than just asking her name, you can always introduce yourself. It's a little bit different to what most guys do, and it's a positive difference. What kind of things do you like to do in your free time?
I actually don't have a lot of free time. I work a lot, so when I'm not working, I like to be outside.
Yeah.
I try to be outdoors as much as possible. I actually bike where you
That ain't gonna work for me, sorry.
Yeah, I just try to be
Are
outdoors.
you one of these active people?
I'm essentially a goblin at this point.
Not couch potato.
Well, every now and then, but in general, no. More active than down.
I'm kind of semi-active.
Yeah.
I've got an
I
active
used to
semi.
make stuff, but actually I prefer it when, someone else plans everything and they're like, come to this, and I always say yes.
Okay.
But given the choice, I often just chill at home. I
That's
like
fair.
chilling.
There you
Okay.
go. All right.
Oh boy.
Yeah, we've progressed. Okay. You're killing this. All right. Can I have your phone number? Can I have your phone number? Or, listen, I need to meet some
The
friends,
Chinese
but I'd like
thing?
to see you again. What's your number? Or sell her on one of your hobbies. Or, I love how casual you look. I hate girls that always try to look their best. Oh, we're going to drop some negging in.
I mean, out of all of them, I don't know. I'd maybe say B. Just like, let's get out.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. And by the way, I did like that.
I don't want to put too much pressure on them. We could just like kind of say, well, that was nice. Do you want to ever meet up again? See you later.
I do like how you're getting into the spirit of this, where she said, I like to be free and go around the place. And you said, well, that's not going to work for me, because that is important, capturing them and making sure that they lose that freedom. So here we go. Listen, I need to be, so you want to, we're going to go for this one. All right.
I'm giving them an out.
Them,
basically.
you can't just corner them the first time and then just open the fucking cage doors wide, can you? There's no fucking point.
Well, I wanted to let them leave in the
wasted
first place. They wouldn't let me.
You wasted the original hunt. That's ridiculous. All right, here we go.
It's not
Option
fun.
B. Okay.
Okay, listen, like I said, I'm meeting those friends, but why don't you give me your number and we can keep in touch, maybe meet sometime.
Sure.
I mean, she said, yeah.
Cool. Nice, son.
Have fun.
You too.
Nice.
Well done, you got a fake number.
Oh.
You don't know that. Fuck you.
Oh.
Sorry, you should have looked up a
Okay.
skirt there. You did the wrong option. You fucking...
What? I think what he's saying, mate, is we need to go for the jugular.
Sell her on one of your
No more
hobbies.
pussy fingering around.
He
Okay,
just
sell her
wants
on
to
one of your hobbies.
He just wants to talk more. He never fucking stops talking.
I mean, to be fair, this game would be kind of lame in a different way.
If there's any option in here where it's like less talking from this man, that's what I'm picking.
Let this girl seduce herself.
She'd be better off.
All right, so we're going to sell her on one of our hobbies.
Yeah, sell her on one of his hobbies. Tell her about the penny farthing again or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, baby.
Have you ever tried climbing? Like on these walls?
I've heard of it. I've always wanted to, but
Yeah, I've heard of it. I'm not a fucking imbecile.
Place that we go to. I've only been like 4 times, but it's really fun. Very good exercise and just really cool. So you should definitely try it.
Yeah, I would like to.
Would that really work in real life? I don't feel like that would.
About something, and a good choice is
If like we went, have you ever tried climbing?
Now, why don't
They go,
you see
no?
if you can go out
All right, well,
and
see ya.
sell someone on it, make it so that they're smiling like, yeah, I'd like to do that. That sounds great. So it's the right option in this case.
Yes!
Okay, so you said you like biking and rock climbing.
Yeah.
Any other like outdoor activities?
Yeah, loads of stuff.
Yeah.
Racket sports.
Like tennis?
Yeah, tennis and also squash. You know what squash is?
It's the English thing. I don't know.
I mean,
about
most
it, no.
sports were invented in England, obviously, but I think they play it
Racquetball.
everywhere. It's like when you're usually inside and you've got a wall like in front, to the sides, and in the back, and you can hit the ball like anywhere. And it's the best exercise. You're constantly running and
Yeah, it sounds
it's very cool.
kind of dangerous, but fun.
No, it's fine. It's fine. The ball is only like that big, so even if it hits you, it's not too.
Yeah,
bad.
anyway, I gotta go. Fucking...
It rarely happens.
Oh,
Try it.
God. He's still going!
You said you work in IT?
Oh,
See,
thank
this is
the
the thing.
Lord.
See, what you've managed to do now is get her interested in a sport that's in a very, very small enclosed space. Again, no escape. You're getting the hang of this now.
Does this
All
man
right,
know that
okay.
women smile and laugh and agree a lot so they don't get murdered? That's got that kind of vibe, hasn't it? Hi, do you do racket sports? She's like, anyway. I got some friends and some squirrels to be feeding hot dogs.
There's some big decisions here. Say you're an ass model, then try to touch her ass.
Right.
Say you're a programmer and be passionate about it. Say you're a programmer and that it's really boring and that you don't like it much. Say you're a programmer, but switch to talking about life philosophy. Or say that you are a model scout.
Or for the you broke him quicker than Jump King. Get me back into a 12-hour Jump King marathon. I'll do it. If it gets me out of Richard LaRue and his fucking vapid sensory prison. Okay. I mean, A is obviously off the fucking table. That is never happening. Nor is E. So we've got to say we're a programmer. I mean, personally, I would prefer to be passionate about it, but is he going to be like, well, no, you're a fucking nerd, so she's not going to like that? Instead, he's going to want to be like D or something. So I'm going to say B, because that's what I would do. And fuck him.
Maelstrom, it's not up to him. It's up to her. Right?
Oh, it's up to me, I think.
No, it's
you'll
up
find.
to the target.
I think you'll find I'm the one who's saying the sentence.
Well, yeah, but it's up to her.
She's not picking my dialogue tree.
Comes out. So yeah, all right. Well, here we go. Best foot forward. He's going to be passionate about programming.
Yeah, I work in IT, and actually I love my job. I think that, people think IT is boring, but at the moment it's like the most exciting field, right, to work in. There's so many cool companies. I really love my job. So happy to go to work every day, and it's fascinating.
Nah, you're bored her to shit now with your programming.
If you have a job and you think it's boring, that's not important. The thing that you need to do is show that you have passion for something. If you do like your job, even if you think other people are not interested, speak passionately about it, and you can get them to buy in, feel at least the emotion, even if they don't understand it that well. So, don't worry about it being boring. Worry about how you tell others about it.
I agree.
And hope that your emotion will be contagious.
Not necessarily that you need to entrap them with the emotion, but, you could be passionate about the things you like.
Yeah, and if you're not, lie. Because at the end of the day, it's just bait, right? So, hello, Emanog, welcome in.
At the end of the day, it's just bait.
It is. You're just laying the fucking crumb trail. You're crumbling the cookies,
It's not
baby.
Hansel and fucking Gretel, all right?
It is. You want to shove her in your oven. This is how it goes. Okay. All right.
Oh,
okay.
God.
Right now. So I think she said something about do you ever come here, and you're like, actually, yeah, quite often. Well, no, of course not, never.
Where's this Chinese man who slipped in?
But when I like the look of someone and I'm single, why not? Or only if they look like they are dying to be fast.
Right, hang on. So what did she say again?
I think it's like, do you usually approach people on the street?
C, I guess.
You think C? Not too often. But when I like the look of someone and I'm single, why not? Okay, here we go then. All right. Ooh, Maelstrom. That is bold and I love it.
No, not often at all, but I think when I'm single, when I like the look of someone, I figure why not start a conversation, because you never know what will happen.
Yeah.
Could become friends, could date, or just have a nice interaction. Why not, right?
Definitely.
This is the right choice.
Slam
because
dunk!
actually it's honest and it's
He talks like an NPC.
honest. So it's going to take her back.
Does anyone else get that vibe from him? Like, I know he's not an actor, and he's doing his best.
So that you're confident enough to say that instead of making up some.
He really does sound like the dialogue tree. He doesn't sound like a person having a conversation.
At the end of the day, let us face one fact. Do we have bedroom whores? Right? This man has bedroom whores.
He paid for them. I could also do that.
He's the king. You don't know. Right, okay. Okay, your options here now to bring this on home, Maelstrom. This is for the home run, potentially. Listen, I have a few minutes. Why don't we grab a coffee? Or, listen, I need to meet some friends, but I'd like to see you again. What's your number? Or give her your number. Or, I live near here and I have the apartment all to myself.
Okay, so A would be to escalate it into like a kind of semi-date. B would be kind of what we did before, but maybe she's a little bit more trustworthy now or trusting now and would give us her proper number.
Yeah.
C is a more direct approach. C is a more direct approach, and D is like, no, we're not doing that. That's not happening.
That'd be my take.
I mean, honestly, given the way this game goes, I think it probably is going to be B again, and I think it's going to be a different result.
Think B. All right. Do you know what? It's bold. It's bold going for the originally failed strategy, but I see your line of logic. Okay, let's see how this one pans out.
It's going to be like you put in the legwork now, so that
I need to
works.
meet some friends, but why don't you give me your number and we'll keep in touch and find a time to meet.
Sure, that'd be great.
I tell you now, she gives me a false number again. She ain't worth it.
You did pretty well. You didn't get the very best result, which meant that you made a few decisions that weren't quite ideal, but you did enough to get the result and see the goal again. You got the number, so well done.
Baby! Congrats! Result super seducer!
That's correct. When you stop a girl on the street...
On your first try!
I mean, not to be mean to previous players of said game, maybe in the chat, but how would you fail that? You just pick the options that weren't like touch her ass.
Yeah, you got to. Yeah, but you'd be surprised, right?
No, I wouldn't.
How many complaints do you hear about people sending dick pics on fucking, chats and everything?
Well, yeah,
and
but
if
you just
you're
don't.
Like me, if you're
Don't
like
do
any
that.
reasonable person. Well, indeed, but they do, right? and generally speaking, you would think that if someone does a thing, it's because at some point in the past it has been successful, and so they continue to do it. But it's just weird that so many people go, I know, let's do that.
It's like, well done,
anyway,
you got the you're a human being like result. Is what that felt like for me.
Maelstrom, because of your outrageous success there, you are a super seducer at level 1. Okay, so now we need to take you to level 2, super seduction. Now, as you'll notice here, we have 2 targets this time. We have 2 ladies this time round that we need to secure. So, and you know what? You could be one, it could be the other, it could be both, baby. Let's see how we go.
I'm looking at these.
But we got to break the ice before we do anything else. Okay, we can't break the ice. Okay, because there's love ice in this room and we break it. All right. Okay. Ask them if they're talking about you. If they say no, then ask why not.
Okay.
Or say you recognize her from your school. Or ask them if they know what you like in a girl. The answer being your dick.
Nope.
Or stealthily creep up on them from behind the sofa. Or ask them to help you choose a present for your friend.
In a club?
I think this looks like a sort of lounge area of maybe at some hotel that looks like some kind of sex parlor. That's quite nice.
I mean, the thing is, like
that.
B is just lying, but would probably like at least start a conversation. But I'm not interested in lying.
Maelstrom, lies are currency. Okay,
I'm gonna say.
Don't worry about it.
I'm gonna say E. I guess.
E. Ask them to. Baby. Okay, here we go.
Hey girls, so excuse me, can you help me with something really quickly? Yes, okay, good. Right, what it is tomorrow's my best friend's birthday, and she's a girl, and she looks kind of similar to you, kind of stylish and stuff, and she loves fashion, so I want to get her something, like something to do, like jewelry or clothes, stuff.
You want to buy her...
What is that one on the left look like she's going to headbutt me?
She's just a friend, but I want to get her something really cool. She's a good friend. What do you think?
She got like murder eyes.
Give her a coupon, like a gift card to some store. I don't
Like
know.
Zara or something, yeah?
I don't know. Depends on what she likes.
I'm scared of the girl in the back.
Yeah, so maybe the gift card would work for her.
This is the kind of PUA opinion opener. It's very good in that it will often get you into a conversation. So it's a good choice here. It's pretty much guaranteed to work. So if you have something like this for real, or if you want to use the one in this clip, then it will actually work.
Yeah, if you want to use my lines word for word, I'm sure they're, what a freeze frame. That poor lady.
Maelstrom, from now on, I am calling you the icebreaker.
Okay.
You are the fucking master. You have just gone right through the fucking Arctic in a yacht and sliced that shit in half. There are seals and polar bears scattered everywhere right now.
Oh, God.
All right.
No,
Good
don't do
man.
that. I'll get in trouble.
Let's continue this rich vein of pussy perfection. Here we go. Option A: thank them for the advice and ask their names. Or B: get a little bit deeper into the subject.
A, I guess.
Okay, he's going the more direct route. I like this route 1 option. We're going north. We're getting into the.
I think asking their names is fine, but also I don't want to hear him talk more on his whatever he's talking about.
Oh, that's great advice. Thank you very much.
No problem.
I think she'll like that, yeah. So my name's Richard, by the way. Nice to meet you. That's a nice name.
Oh, thank you.
That's a good name too. I'm Richard.
That's a nice name. I don't know.
Yeah, also like old English name from kings and stuff, yeah.
Holy shit.
That's correct, because oh
my God.
Getting into these kind of present openers, opinion openers, and staying on that subject.
How much do you reckon he pays these women?
Out, and then they have to get out of there. So it's very important.
Bedroom whore A is move position.
Transition quickly, and a nice way to do it is just to introduce yourself and get their names.
So how do you know each other?
From school.
From school?
Yeah, university.
University.
College.
Not school like 5 years old.
No.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Same class or something, yeah?
No, we studied different classes.
Okay, let me guess. So I think that you studied fashion, and I think you studied drama. Is that exactly right?
No, opposite.
The opposite. You studied fashion and she studied drama.
No. I studied economics. Yeah, I studied business.
Okay.
Yeah,
But they're things a man would study.
Nothing to do with Not really.
That doesn't sound like something someone would study who would sit in my bedroom for £250 an hour in their knickers.
Look, you know what? That's affordable. That's all I'm saying. So, now, will you relate it to the business between her legs?
No.
Will you compliment her on choosing tough subjects? Will you go into details, talking to the girl you like? Ask about her favourite modules.
What's your favourite module?
Materialistic. Accuse them of being materialistic. Suggest the world would be better without money. Transition to singing.
No.
Or will you, Maelstrom Alpha, say that it's cute and easier than a real major like math or science?
This guy has like a major in nothing, so I don't know why he's judging.
He's got a major in clunge.
He is a clunge. I guess B seems the most human out of all of them.
Okay. Do you know what? I'm just cautious. There could be a risk here. She could consider that to be, patronizing.
I mean, I'm going to say that she would consider E patronizing.
I mean, she might be proud of what's between her legs. I'm
going to say B.
Okay.
I like that, because a lot of people do like, some simple, easy subject, but doing business is really nice. I like it.
Yeah, but it's kind of common thing to do in here.
Yeah?
I think so.
What, so you think a lot of girls in this bar study business?
No.
I don't think so. I think they study Instagram.
Oh, right. Maybe,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think you study Instagram.
You've got good grades.
Yeah, it was fine.
Yeah, it's cool. Well done.
God, this is the worst conversation ever.
In the interactions, we want
Get
to
me out.
balance validation, saying well done, making the girl feel good, with things that are teasy or challenging. And in this case, is something that they've worked hard on. It's an achievement. So why not say well done? And give them some validation there for that.
That's right. Pretend it's important.
Jesus Christ.
42 years?
7 years. Yeah.
Yeah, you look very young.
Thank you. Relief.
And you know what? I would guess that she's like the crazy one.
Yeah, I guess that too.
And I think
She was fucking giving me murder eyes at the start.
You're like, look, chill, come on, let me get you home. Is that right?
A little bit.
Yeah, sometimes.
Depends.
Yeah.
It depends.
Don't be shy.
She can go
And she's the
crazy.
shy one as well. That's cool.
Yeah, she is. A little bit.
Nice. And who's the one?
Nah, why does he sound like Borat?
Who gives good advice out of you two? Now, who's the one who has problems, and then who's the one that gives advice?
We're girls. We always have problems.
Of course, yeah.
Yep.
But I think she's one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Maybe, I don't know. I would say
How are any of these conversations continuing beyond this point of them just mumbling around each other, being like, I guess, do you have problems, do you? Yeah, I do. Oh, that's nice.
Now, there was a famous quote, and I will paraphrase this famous quote because I think it's something that in your choice of answers you have actually nailed down. All right. And the famous quote was, the most important quality in convincing people is sincerity.
Mm.
Once you fake that, you've got it made.
Jesus Christ.
Okay. So, and I am proud of you. I am really proud of you. Okay, right. So here are our next options then. Do the best friends test on them.
I don't know what that means.
Ask which of them is the leader. Look at the girl you're interested in and tell her she has the most beautiful eyes.
It's a bit direct.
Or ask her friend to leave you two alone for a little while.
It's a bit fucking rude.
I mean, all I will say is, if you don't know, we could find out.
What is the best friends test? Why is it in quotes? Why do I think that it's going to be like, no? Because I feel like he's going to like pull their pants down or something. I don't want that.
What kind of best friends testing you?
We're talking about this guy, though. That's the problem.
Take off your knickers, love. I want to work out whether the two of you are
It worries me that it's in quotes and I don't know what it is. Like, I'm worried about what he's going to do.
All right. Okay.
I kind of don't like B either, because I don't know what that means.
To invent a best friends test for you.
No. Look, anyone else said it. If someone was like, oh, I don't know, like Finn said, oh, do you want to do the best friends test? I'd assume it's normal. This guy saying it in quotation marks has got me fucking worried.
What if Rob said it?
Would worry me also. If Rob went, do you want to do the best friends test? I'd be like, right, okay, he's going to try and get my pants off. So, do you disagree?
I do think that agreeing to anything blindly with Rob is a very
and this guy is also a problem in a different way.
He is, but at the end of the day, he's not going after your asshole. It's just there, so it's fine. Okay, so now do
do A.
Okay, all right. Here we go. Then we'll find out.
If it's fucking degenerate, I'm gonna be so mad.
Have you done it? No. All right, let's do it right now. You ready?
Get your knickers off.
Yeah.
He's gonna tell them to kiss each other or something.
What shampoo do you use? There we go. You don't even need to tell me. You've already passed the best friends test, because best friends, they communicate unconsciously. So
it's just some bullshit. Oh, okay, never mind.
If people are very good, you just did it again. So if people are really good friends, they always kind of look and then, give the answer if someone asks for something. And if you weren't good friends, you just answer directly. But it's like you're communicating something. Yeah, there you go. There you go again. Because just by the look in the eyes, you communicate so much when you know each other very well.
Pay attention on this.
Yeah, pay attention.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
definitely true.
Maybe I would do this kind of test.
Yeah, try it. There you go again.
Yeah. Stop counting.
Alright, stop.
You understand my apprehension, chat, please? That is an insane rate.
If you learn it, it's something you can go out and use in the bars and clubs.
What do you mean learn it? There was nothing. You didn't do anything.
And so you can do it. It's just a routine. So it's.
You asked them if they use the same shampoo, and then they looked at each other and you went, no, there you go.
But if you want to guarantee having conversations with girls, then learning a few of these things is a nice way to get your social skills up and get comfortable talking to beautiful women, because they are very engaging.
Yeah.
So what were you doing before you came here?
We went for dinner.
Oh, dinner, nice. Where'd you go? Italian? Or?
No. We had some fast food. Yeah, like burgers and fries.
Awkwardly long
Now,
pause.
Maelstrom.
Why was it such a long pause?
All I will say, there is something else that I feel like Richard, because this is a game that is obviously it's meant to give you the surface level
Creeps.
And not necessarily the absolute deepest of the truth. But another thing that you're actually doing there is convincing them, programming them, if you will, to understand that they come as a pair. By doing the best friends test, all right? So we are planting those seeds, and one day after we have fertilized them, they will germinate. So well done. Okay, good choice. Here we go then. So we've got 5 options this time. So do you want to tell them what you did?
Incriminating in brackets.
Be playful about how it's a little incongruent. Say that you don't try to watch your figure either.
Jesus fucking Christ, mate.
Tell them about how you're a vegan and try to convert them. Say that it's bad in one way, but good in that she'll put anything in her mouth.
Oh, boy. I mean, obviously, there's a number of options on here that just won't be happening.
Okay. All right.
Just because...
What's the maelstrom route through this tricky navigational waters?
So... I mean, I don't know what what does he even mean?
Well, you asked them what they did with their day, and they told you, and now you're going to shift the conversation to what you did with your day.
Right, okay.
Or you're going to comment on what they said about their day with B. And then the others are various options of, that sort of thing.
So, I mean, the fact that he's saying it's incongruent, I'm assuming means that he's trying to say, like, them eating burgers doesn't seem like it would be fitting for how they look, or whatever.
I think is probably the implication there, yeah.
I don't want him to talk too much. Can I? But I'm worried that B is going to be like...
rather hear from the Eastern European women.
I'm worried that B is going to be too heavy-handed with this guy. But then he also has C, which I feel like is the heavy-handed option of B. So let's just go with B and say that, I wouldn't have imagined a burger and fries would have been like the first choice or whatever, blah, blah, blah. Have a little joke. Go for it. Fucking go nuts. Whatever.
Okay. All right. Playful. I like it. Nice.
You know what? I do find that a little incongruent. You girls in your nice dresses, looking all fancy, and then you're just like eating burgers.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe it feels a little bit weird, but...
It's okay once in a while, though, right?
Yeah.
Well, that was much more awkward than I thought it would be.
This is perfect, it's something that is very safe.
He's like, that was perfect. That seemed really awkward.
Thing in life is something that they know they shouldn't do, so it's a nice thing to teach.
It's something they know they shouldn't do.
Yeah.
God.
They've been naughty, and they've been caught out. And, here's the headmaster with a little bit of spanky. Yeah. Good shout, mate. Okay. All right. Here we go then. On to the next round. 100% so far. You fucking animal. Here we go. Right. Focus on the girl you like. Ignore her friend.
No.
Give them both equal attention. Or give slightly more attention to the one that you like.
See, this is where it's annoying because, I feel like I would just give them both equal attention, but I'm also not necessarily trying to get a date with either of them if I'm in this situation. Wow. So I feel like the game is going to want me to do C.
I think you should go with your... I think this is the Maelstrom playthrough.
I would just give both equal attention and I'd just have a conversation with him.
Yeah, let's have it.
This won't mess things up, but it's not the best course of action because you do want the girls to understand which one of them you like.
It's literally the first conversation we've ever had with them.
What do you chicas like to do in your spare time?
I like to dance.
You're a dance? Oh, don't say that about yourself.
You don't know which one you like more. You're only just talking to them for the first time ever.
Okay. What else?
And I go to the gym a lot.
Alright, cool. And how about you?
Oh, I have so many interests. I watch movies. I'm crazy about TV shows. I'm like a freak. I don't know.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
What do you mean? Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah, I was gonna say you are a freak.
Okay, so I think she said she loves her dog or something. Now, ask if she means doing very inappropriate things with her dog. Say that it's sweet and the people with pets are generally more caring.
Say you like
dog fighting.
I literally had. There's a clip of me talking to Gibbs from last week where I can't remember what the context was, but it literally ended in me shouting at Gibbs and saying, "Do you really think I'll be on stream talking about going to fucking dog fighting, you moron?"
Well, how it's all come full circle.
Oh god, I think I was talking about when I went to a greyhound track and bet on a dog once. That's the only real gambling I've done in real life.
Ah.
And it was £1, and it was because the dog was called Fist of God, and I was like, how can it lose with a name like that?
Oh god.
And then Gibbs was like, "Is this dog fighting?" And I was like, you got a dent in your head. Do you think I'd be on the street talking about fucking dog fighting? Wasn't that during Suikoden? It might have been, yeah. I would say B in this situation.
Did Fist of God win?
He fell over on the first corner and then came second.
Oh, good recovery.
Yeah. So I got my money back.
There goes your pound. All right. Okay. So, which option did you pick, sorry?
C. B.
Okay.
B.
All right. Say it's sweet, and that people with pets are generally more caring.
Well, that's interesting, actually, because I was reading this thing, like what was it, Journal of Psychology or something, and it said that...
Why did it have to be part of a Journal of Psychology? Couldn't it have just been common sense?
Perfect. It said that people with opposite sex...
Oh, okay, it's weird.
Really like them, and you said you did. It means they're really caring people in general in life. So, yeah, it's very interesting.
Maybe, yeah, that's interesting.
There's the kind of idea that, you know...
Maybe. Why is she saying maybe? No, I'm not caring at all. I hate people.
It means they're, you know, you can trust them and they're probably a good person.
That's interesting.
Cool, hey?
Yeah.
And is it true about her?
Yeah, exactly.
Can you leave now, please?
Whether you love animals or not, it doesn't matter. You have to understand that she does, right? So it's something that you
just lie.
Just lie.
Just lie. Yes, that's what Ruiner wants you to do.
About it. And there's an example that
Ruiner by name, Ruiner by nature. Just lie, pretend.
Ruiner. Yeah.
Talk through your fucking teeth about everything to everyone until they get in your pants.
That's the way.
I'm joking. She doesn't really say.
Yeah.
But she's sweet. She seems very sweet.
Yeah, she is. She's
She's
really
sweet.
nice. Thanks.
Oh my god.
Okay.
It's so awkward.
Mate, you smashed through this ice field and you have navigated it ever since. Here we go. All right. Are you going to get physical by checking her muscles? Or ask where they see themselves in 5 years?
I guess I'll do B.
You'll do B.
Getting physical on your first interaction with someone I feel is overstepping some boundaries.
Okay, well, that's the idea, right? Is getting physical on your first interaction, but never mind. Here we go.
Listen, guys, I've got a great question. Where do you see yourselves in 5 years?
Oh, that's like a boring interview question.
Like a job.
Yeah, I feel like
Yeah, you see, what you should have done really is you should have just started groping them.
Okay, I've got a much better question.
And that would have been the better
where do you see
option.
yourself in 7 years?
Do you think that you're in the right place and time to talk about this, like the future?
I knew this was going to happen.
Unless you want a job. You want a job with me?
No.
Okay. Typical interview question, but as you see in an interaction with pretty girls, doesn't go.
The other option was to start grabbing them, dude.
You must do more than jogging. You do some sports.
Well, sometimes I play squash, but not as often as I wish.
Okay, I play a little bit as well.
Oh yeah? Mm-hmm. That's great.
What else? Anything else?
I used to play basketball.
I reckon this guy gets pepper sprayed a lot. Yeah.
That's cool as well.
Yeah.
You watch the NBA
anymore.
or you don't watch it?
I used to, yeah. I was crazy about it, but I have my job now, and I don't have plenty of time, so I don't watch it anymore that often.
Holy shit. Okay. What are we doing?
Oh, we're getting there. Now, do you want to
What
show
does
off
that mean?
or do the Strawberry Fields routine?
What does that mean? What is the Strawberry Fields routine?
There is only literally one way for us to know the answer to that, Mel. So what would you do? Would you reach into your bag for the Strawberry Fields routine, or would you show off?
Well, I don't know what the fuck it is. So, I mean, show off just sounds like the sort of prick this guy is, but...
Maelstrom is the Strawberry Fields routine.
I gotta see the Strawberry Fields routine, I guess, because I don't want to show off.
Okay. All right.
Because do you like psychology tests?
Oh, God, here we go.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
You're not a psychologist, Ruiner.
I don't know. It's interesting. Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Have you done this one called Strawberry Fields psychology test?
No.
Okay, try this right now with me, both of you, okay? So maybe close your eyes.
Take your panties off.
Your eyes, and you imagine you're walking in some beautiful place, and then up ahead you see a field of strawberries. And tell me, there's a fence around it. How high
Okay,
is the
there's a fence around
Show
it.
me with your hands how high it is. Okay. Oh, okay, nice one. All right, that's enough. And then you can put your hands.
It's not going to get weird, is it?
The next thing, so you go in there and you want to eat some strawberries. How many strawberries do you eat? What's your answer?
I'll eat as many as I can.
Okay. And yeah, how about you?
Me too.
Loads of strawberries.
Yeah,
Okay.
strawberries.
But then you've eaten all the strawberries, you're leaving, and then the farmer comes. And he's like, you ate all my strawberries. And then what do you say back to him?
I've seen this
I
porno.
would just say sorry.
What would you say?
I'm hungry.
I was hungry. Okay. Alright, you can open your eyes.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you what it means, right? It's very interesting. So the first one, how high the fence is, that's your barrier to sex. Yeah? Like how open you are, because strawberries represent passion and stuff like that. So yours was kind of here, so it's like medium. Yours was really high. Like a huge fence. So it means, you're quite difficult. That's actually you don't have to answer if that's true or not. But then the number of strawberries you eat is your sexual appetite. So some girls maybe they say, I always have like half a strawberry.
Who says I'm going to have half a strawberry?
Like sex. And then they'll have a few strawberries, but what did you say? You ate every strawberry in the world?
Yeah, like
Okay.
all I wanted.
And then the final thing is what you say after sex. So when the farmer catches you. So when you say, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm hungry.
And you say, I'm hungry. Yeah, you're hungry after sex, right? It's normal.
Yes.
Alright,
That's
perfect.
so funny.
Seems perfect to
I'm
me.
sorry.
Of course, this was the right option. Well done, you got him talking about sex, and now we can have sex.
Interesting.
This is how it works. Trust me, I'm a
To
doctor.
learn this, it actually is another thing that works. Again, it's prepared.
What do you mean, learn it? There's nothing to learn. It's literally 3 fucking questions.
Learn a bunch of stuff and go out and repeat it. But if you do find yourself in
I'm not going to fucking write it down, am I?
a date that's not going so well, talking to a girl and you think she's not that into you, why not have it ready? It's quite interesting. And you can always just say it's a psychology test that you...
Maelstrom, how many strawberries did you have? Half a strawberry!
So what do you guys do? What about you, Anne?
I have a fashion store.
Oh yeah, selling clothes?
Yeah.
Nice.
The conversation continues after that, huh?
I don't work
Okay.
at the moment.
Unemployed?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, this is it is very. I will say this, right? It is really important when attempting to convert these situations that you determine how high a woman's strawberry sex fence is. All right. If you can work that out, then that's half the battle. So yeah.
It's just such a bullshit question, because obviously no one's gonna be like, oh, my fence is like up here above my head or down on the floor. No one's ever gonna go, I'm gonna eat half a strawberry. Are you fucking insane?
Look how these women responded.
Of course
to
they're gonna
it,
say, I'm gonna
Maelstrom.
eat I'll eat like 70 strawberries or whatever the fuck they said, and then they'll be like, oh, look at your sexual appetite. Oh,
Maelstrom, you cannot argue with results. Look at where we are now.
It just wouldn't work in real life is the problem.
This is real life.
This is not real life.
This is not.
This is paid
This is not
actors.
pixels.
These people have left by now. Have you seen the conversation?
people exist.
Have you seen how every conversation has ended? There's been like fucking minute silence after every question.
Yeah, but that's real life, man.
They would have walked away.
That's how it is.
Someone would have come over and decked this guy by now.
You need to get in there. Right, here we go.
I would like to see you go into the
wheels.
club and try this and post the results off of these. As how so?
Mate, I will fucking... I'm like a lawn mower. Unbelievable. Right, here we go.
Like
now,
a lawn? What does that mean?
Yeah, just be, just... I was going to say a different word, but...
Moving on.
Gathering lawn clippings. Okay, tell her to hire her friend to work for her making clothes.
Okay.
Ask her what's her dream job, or try to hook her up with your friend Kareem, who can be her sugar daddy.
Fuck off, Kareem, for a start.
Yeah, you're not getting any, but that's I like it, Mel.
I guess B, just because there's more
be
interest.
greedy. It's all for you. There we go. Oh, yeah, well, ask her what's her dream job.
Well, I'm sometimes unemployed, but it's by choice. So for you, like you're looking for something, or you're just...
Yes, I'm looking for something suitable for me, but...
What's your dream job?
I want to open a flower shop.
Oh, that's nice. Because when you said I don't do anything...
Why are you asking me questions like we're in a fucking interview? Where's that dialogue
Buy your own drinks and stuff, so yeah, that's alright.
that you gave me earlier?
Independent.
Yeah, trying to.
This is a nice, just playful answer.
Excellent. Yes.
You girls seem really nice, but do you have any bad habits?
No.
Drug abuse? No.
What the fuck?
No.
Alcohol?
You're junkie.
Any of you do meth? No? All right.
Happy with that.
Alright.
Oh, God.
Okay. Ask if the girl you like is a good
Oh,
girl.
none of these are good.
Ask if she will fuck after a few drinks. Or ask which of the girls is sluttier.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
These are all very important questions. I mean, one way or another, we want to know the answer to all these, right?
Why,
So I can see why you're stuck.
why is there no option D, like, be a normal person?
Because these are all answers to questions that we do want to know. So I can see why you're stuck trying to decide between them. But we have to go with the most likely one at this point in the conversation. Don't get greedy, is all we're saying, really. So what do we think?
None of these are good.
Ask the girl if you like if she is a good girl. Ask if she will fuck after a few drinks. Or ask which of the girls is sluttier.
I guess A out of all three options.
Okay. Are you a good girl?
Even though that seems incredibly
I
creepy.
trust you. You seem very honest. So tell me, is she a good girl?
Yeah, she's a nice girl and very
She's a nice girl.
Oh, thank you.
She's nice, yeah, that's
Yeah, she's a good
friend.
Right.
There you go.
Instead of directly saying, I like you, a nice way to do it is to bring the friend in and ask questions about the girl you like. I've seen
Hey,
this
hey,
work
Richard.
all over the world, and it's
Maybe
the right
reword your fucking text boxes so it's not, are you a good girl?
Actually, I'm honest.
Yeah.
I want to tell you, she has a boyfriend.
She has a boyfriend.
Hey, Richard, did you not think to ask that in one of your, first 40 questions?
No, yeah, but I mean, come on, look, there is no barrier to love. Here we go. Ask why she is talking to you then. Ask if she is going to marry him. Ask her if he satisfies her.
Fucking God.
Say she must be bored with him and you can have sex with her 2 times a week.
Wow.
Or
Slow
say
down,
a girl-
Richard. You might tire
Say that
yourself
girl-
out, buddy. Twice a week? Come on now.
Say that a girl can never have too many dicks.
A, I guess.
Okay.
You got a boyfriend?
Yeah.
Why are you talking to me then?
Why not?
I don't know, he's at home and you're talking to some guy in a bar.
But I'm not the only one sitting here. She is free.
Yeah, but I liked you.
Jesus Christ, man. You. What a twat.
Not the best course of action here. There is a better way to do it. If she has a boyfriend, you have the choice of either leaving immediately, but why not find out a bit more? Maybe you can be friends.
Hey,
maybe you can move
Richard,
on to the other girl.
Where was the option for that? There was no option for leave immediately, was there? You fucking dickhead.
Well,
There's a better option you could do. You could just leave immediately. That was option fucking F. If you'd have pressed in the space where there was no option, then you could have just left.
Option B, F. Well, here we go. We'll find out. Ask if he would mind you two talking. Leave because she has a boyfriend. Or ask if she thinks you could beat him up.
I guess A.
Yeah, I think so. I'm on board with your son. Because this could.
I mean,
lead to,
I would
a situation.
probably have said B, but at the same time, I would have done that question much earlier if I was out trying to date someone. So
Yeah.
I guess A.
Okay, let's do this.
Well, look, I don't want to disrespect your dude, so would he mind us talking?
No.
Like if he was watching us right now and we were he would be okay?
Yeah.
Yeah? If we took a selfie and he saw it, it'd be okay?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, he's kind of chilled, yeah?
Yeah.
Nice, that's good, right? Yeah. Not too jealous. This works psychologically because
Oh my
you're
God.
taking away her independence.
You fucking piece of shit.
Like, are you allowed to do that? So she's going to want to say, of course I'm allowed. I do.
What an unbelievable bag of shit this man is.
I'm allowed to talk to other men. She's not going to want to say, actually, I'm not.
Oh yeah,
allowed.
this works great because you're taking away her, like, ability to operate as an independent being.
Yeah. You got to test the boundaries. You got to remove agency. That's how it goes. So, find out their plans for later and whether they live together, etc.
Cyber.
Yes?
Cyber said in the chat, oh good, I know Easter marks the resurrection and return of a long-haired cunt, but I didn't expect it to be this one.
Welcome back in, baby. Cyber loved this the first time round. This is a real walk down memory lane for him. Okay, so find out their plans for later and whether they live together, etc. Or ask if they have ever kissed each other and try to get them to kiss.
Okay.
Did you make any plans for later? You can go carry on the night?
No plans.
Yeah? How about tomorrow? You don't need to wake up because you're you're not working tomorrow. Do you need
Jesus
to
Christ.
early in the morning? Or
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I don't really need to do anything, so I can stay out, sleep
Yeah, you can. We
Cool.
need to catch up some beauty sleep.
in.
Yeah, good conversation.
I don't need it.
Exactly. This is an important step. You're finding out important logistics that will tell you how easy it is going to be later in the evening to take one or both of the girls and do something with them.
Hey Richard, I don't believe anything you say because you can't even program a percentage bar. It says we're 78% blue and 21% yellow.
See, Pastry says exactly. You got it right. She agrees with you, Maelstrom. All right. So try to get both their numbers. Tell the girl that you'd really like to take her out and involve her friend. Or suggest hanging out all together and take the number. Ooh, this is a tricksy one, isn't it?
I guess C?
Look at that enormous bottle of Moe in the background. All right. Okay, you think you would like to suggest hanging out all together and take the number?
Well, I'm a little worried about the wording of B.
Yeah?
Where it's like, I'd like to take her out and involve her friend. I don't feel like that's a genuine statement from this guy. I think I would like to involve my friend in something sexual, I think is what he's saying. So I'm going to say C.
Yeah. Okay. You just want to take them all out at once. I like it.
I mean, we're literally like 10 minutes into our first ever conversation, so let's go a bit slow, shall we?
You're really good girls and you're nice to talk to and stuff, so we should definitely do something sometime. We could play squash all together.
Oh, yeah.
We could go to a fashion show or something, because, that would be fun.
Yeah,
So,
okay.
why don't you give me your number, and
Okay.
then we can arrange something like to meet all together.
Yeah, sure. Maybe watch a movie or something.
Yeah,
Non-threatening.
Involve her friend is code for she can
Now, if
video
there are a
it.
couple of girls, why not take
Jesus
their number and suggest just meeting up again? Why do you have to be so fast and choose which one you want, or try to get?
You've already done that. You even literally went, okay, I'll take your number, and then specified one of them and ignored the other
You're
one.
going to bring your friend.
Maelstrom,
And you can take
you're a
it little
natural.
bit slower, bring these girls into your social circle, and in the end, it probably would work out better in a lot of cases.
Okay, well, it's great speaking to you.
This is the common sense of the game, isn't it?
Time for the rest of the night.
Yeah, have a good night.
See ya.
He seems a real nice guy, right?
Yeah.
Maybe you should go out.
Yeah, one day.
Didn't seem like he wanted to go out with her, did it, really?
Oh, extra unlock, get a perfect run.
Kind of PUA opinion opener.
Woo! Was it a perfect run? I thought I got 20% of my choices were wrong.
I don't know, I didn't see it. It flashed up too quickly, it went away. But it said perfect, and I'm taking that word and putting it in the bank. You got the result Casanova there.
That is
This
not
cool.
what
It
they would
wasn't
be
super
saying
seducer.
the moment he left.
Oh, I think this
He
might
was
be
a
Pastry's
fucking
favourite.
freak. Why did he come over? That was weird, yeah.
Oh, hello. We've seen her before.
Was this my automaton? Is that the brand of music?
There he is.
Hang
There's
on.
Maelstrom.
I could do this music as well.
I don't think this is the pheasant. I'm not sure if this is the pheasant one or not. Pastry, I don't know. But anyway, that's a very different.
What the fuck
story.
is option 4?
Okay, well, let's find out.
No,
so
let's not find out.
Maelstrom, in this situation, would you open with an opinion opener about which present to get your baby sister? Would you non-verbally open by catching her attention? Would you hip bump her? Or unleash a twerk attack?
I guess B.
You're going to non-verbally open by catching her attention.
Yeah.
I like it.
Because all the other ones are like weird.
I love it.
All the other ones are really strange.
Pick something up. Is that what it is?
I'm hoping he just kind of goes over and like gives her a nod or something, not like, you know, something weird.
Yeah, you did it! Target acquired.
In a noisy environment, you don't want to be too conversational, so starting by catching her attention non-verbally is the right choice.
Well, he dances like a
Look at him move.
fucking penis.
Fucking love it. Mate, I remember when I used to be able to move like that. Oh.
Well, you still can't. I feel like my granddad could move like that. He's dead.
All right. So you get options here. You can quickly introduce yourself and continue dancing. Ask if she wants a drink. Start a dance off. Or ask her whom she is there with.
To be fair, in a loud environment, Maelstrom would be fine. They'd hear him, yeah. You remember Pastry? Yeah. I could lean out my window and say goodnight to Pastry, and she doesn't even need to be on Discord. She's just like,
Good morning, pretty lady.
I heard him across the mountain.
Where are we going? Oh, look at these options. These sparkly options. So much good choice.
I'm going to say...
All of these are basically winners.
A. I feel like B's a little too forward. C is really cringe.
Okay. All right. It's an option.
I'm Richard.
Anna.
Nice to meet you.
Good stuff.
I mean, that's just any time I've ever been to a nightclub and someone's trying to like, like dance with me.
It's a noisy dance floor, so that's exactly it. Very quick, then back to dancing.
I mean, obviously, the goal eventually is to exchange much more, but exchanging names is a good start. Okay, we get the idea of a transaction on the roll. This is how it works. So, what are we going to do at this point? Are we going to dance closer to her, moonwalk away?
How close is the question, really? Isn't it?
Ask what she likes to do in her spare time.
I mean, I guess we got to moonwalk away, really.
You want to moonwalk away?
If I could pull it off in an acceptable manner, I'd moonwalk everywhere.
Mate, that is the ultimate withdrawal. I will give you it. So let's see how this pans out.
See ya.
Oh,
Moonwalk? Really?
oh!
We had to do it. There was no
so
way we couldn't. We couldn't do it at least
was the
once.
Strawberry Fields option, right?
Yeah, even though it's definitely the wrong answer, we had to do it at least once. I'm going to say, in this situation, I think, honestly, you would dance closer.
Yeah, I think that's the way, right? Because it's a noisy environment, right? So we got use. As
long as he doesn't get too fucking close and starts grinding on her or something, and make it weird.
He's inside her now. Ah, look at this.
His fucking face. He's such a dork.
If you're just dancing near her, then she could move away. So you want to escalate a little bit, get a little bit closer.
That's right. Cut off the avenues of escape. Okay, so here we go. Now that you've made physical contact. Now this is excellent. We're ahead of the game. So suggest you go and get a drink. Ask if she wants to sit down because she must be tired from dancing in heels. Or try to kiss her.
Maybe she's enjoying dancing in heels. A.
She could be. You want to A? A. Hey,
Hey.
just want a drink.
I've turned into a scouser, eh?
Hey, love.
I'm thirsty. Let's go get a drink.
Yeah. Target escorted off the premises.
Because you're always waiting for the time on the dance floor to get off of there, because you know there's only so much you can do in that noisy, busy place, and the right time to do it is when the music changes and it's a lame track.
Sounds better than the
No
previous
shade
track.
being
I'm
thrown
not
at
gonna
whoever
lie.
did this track for this game.
Sounds better than the last track.
I do. Yeah, very much.
But you seem sober. It's strange. Why are you in the club and still seem sober?
Can't dance as well if I drink too much.
Alright, well we started now, so...
Yeah, now it's okay.
And I think, obviously I saw you on the dance floor, but I think before, did I see you in the smoking area? Was that you?
Yeah, probably.
Alright, moonwalk away. Sorry.
Don't like smoking.
I'm out. I couldn't date a smoker. It would be like kissing an ashtray.
Ah, well, you know, you get some options here, though, in that regard. Tell her it's a bad habit and she should quit. Tell her that's no problem, even if you don't smoke. Tell her you don't like smoking, but it's her choice. Or say you are into harder drugs.
The right answer's C.
The right answer is C. Tell her you don't like smoking, but it's her choice.
Well, I don't smoke, but, you know, it's your choice. But I do hope one day you would quit.
I'm working on it.
Yeah?
Working on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Alright,
I
I'll
know
help
it's
you.
bad.
I'll encourage you by reminding you constantly that it's... No, not really. Just encourage you not to
Well,
distract
thank
you.
you. That would be helpful.
Ah.
On one hand, you don't want to nag her, and
No.
on the other hand, you don't want to tell her it's great if you don't think it is. So
No.
this is the correct middle ground, and it's the right choice. Well done.
Be true to thyself,
So you
Maelstrom.
smoke, but do you have any other bad habits? Or is
But
that
lie
it?
to her about it.
God damn
I
it.
can be messy sometimes if that's a bad habit. I don't chew my nails or anything.
Compulsive gambler or
No,
I don't know,
not
thief.
yet.
Like, what is it? What's the word for the people that have to steal things? Like there's a technical.
Kleptomaniac.
You know there
I
is
do.
one then, right?
Not a necro. Not a necro.
Have sex with dead people. Second necrophiliac, yeah? No.
that.
That would be a bad habit.
But that's the sleeping one. But there's definitely one for stealing.
It's fucking kleptomaniac. Just move on. Next question.
Do you have any bad habits?
Jesus Christ.
Do you have, Maelstrom, do you have any bad habits? You're going to give her an honest response? Say that you have none, or say you like to inflict pain on
Maelstrom is the gambler. Honest response.
Honest response. Okay, let's be upfront about it.
I don't think I have anything too bad, but it depends what you think. So I don't know, like sometimes I might smoke weed.
You don't like smoking,
Super hard
but I smoke
drugs,
or smoke weed. I never understand that.
Yeah.
Aside from that, I don't know, sometimes I can be really harsh with people.
That is smoking. It's just smoking something else.
No, I'm sure I have some bad ones, but nothing super bad. And definitely nothing like...
I never got the people who are like, I don't like smoking, but I'll have an occasional cigar. What?
Excellent. In this case, you want to have some honesty.
Excellent.
And, you know, sometimes the honesty can be shocking, surprising, but it has an interesting effect on her attraction levels. They're likely to go up.
Just smoking something that smells even worse.
habits, so like healthy stuff.
Just take an edible or something if you want to do the weed. You don't have to smoke it. I don't understand why people smoke it.
I take my
If they want to do it and they don't like smoking.
Oh yeah?
It's great. And let me see. Yoga?
Do you have the dream of like climbing Everest or Kilimanjaro or something
No,
like
it's
this?
too cold. Too cold. I like to be warm.
I have some friends that climb Kilimanjaro and they're just regular people. Like they started in the morning and they got to the top by sunset or
They had help.
nightfall. Yeah, of course, they're guys carrying everything, but
I don't
it
think I would
seems
do
like it's
it.
kind of easy.
No.
God,
Yeah.
man, when he talks, I just...
I like to think I would.
It's just white noise.
There, I don't know.
So you hike. What else do you do?
I honestly don't take in anything he says. I'm lucky they give like a final line before the questions because I didn't pay any attention to anything.
Now I just go to the gym a few times a week and that's about it.
You go to the gym. Really?
Okay.
B.
All right.
So hang on, let me catch up with chat. Necro's a bit different. My bad habit is that I'm a cock. Harassing women all the time. Yeah, this is this guy here. Wish we could get edibles here. Hey kids, Maelstrom says do the weed. I don't smoke, I just like collecting bongs. What the frick, mum? I thought it was an Xbox controller. Remember that video? Don't start in the bottom to get the top in a day. Yeah. I like personally, I don't do weed, but I don't judge anyone who does. Go nuts. Enjoy yourself.
All right, well, now we need to...
If you like no smoking and then you start smoking weed, it's like, no, you're smoking. That's just... You can't have both your cake and eat
it. Which is a weird phrase, right?
Yeah.
In of itself. Because if I'm going to have my cake, I'm a fucking
Why would I
eat
not eat it?
Stop looking at my cake, bitch. So, tell her she doesn't look like she goes to the gym either.
No.
Ask what the hell she is talking about. You go to the gym all the time.
No.
Say that you get too much attention from girls as it is. Six-pack would just be overkill.
Okay.
The orderly response as well. Ask what you can do to look more manly.
I guess D. Why not? Go nuts.
Okay.
I just don't like any of the other options.
What, I look too, skinny?
A little.
No, I always thought...
Why did you look so fucking sad about it?
You think I need to bulk up and get bigger?
You should lift some weights.
But then look at my jeans, they wouldn't fit, my shirt wouldn't fit.
Grow out your beard.
Beard?
Yeah.
To be
Beards are manly.
macho, yeah.
Yeah. And weights.
And then you'd like me more. But you already like me.
You asked if you would look more manly.
Ah, yeah. But you like more manly in general.
Sure.
Alright.
Okay, that was weird.
Really? You would ask that of a girl that you're romantically interested in?
I don't know if I'm romantically interested in her yet. Literally just met her.
All the attractions. So.
Notice he's grown out his beard here, though.
Yeah.
He's listening. He's learning.
Also, you didn't say, the response didn't say pathetically, like, whinge about how unmanly I am at the woman.
Dance? You studied?
I did.
Dance?
Yeah.
I didn't know they had that. I know they have like ballet schools and stuff, but you can study.
There's music at the university too. It's an art school. But yes, dance, ballet, jazz, hip hop.
Yeah, cool. Just
A lot of
like
things.
usher.
Yes, exactly like that.
Man scats. Brackets.
So that was university, but what's your job now? Are you something?
I actually
dancer
own
or
a dance
something?
studio.
Wow, she owns a dance studio. This girl's got some action going on.
Fucking lord.
We are going to have to definitely take her down a peg or two, otherwise she's going to think she's above us. So obviously she teaches strippers.
So
Connect
insane.
on it and compliment her, or ask more questions to get more information.
B.
Connect on it and compliment her.
You know what? I really like that because it's something entrepreneurial and it's something where you're really doing something you're passionate about, right?
Yeah,
So,
it's wonderful.
No, big respect for that. Plus, it's a big risk, and not to be. I don't think it's sexist. I think it's the fact that women don't normally take those risks, like to open their own business and stuff. So it's very, very
They don't.
Yeah, it's been wonderful. I love doing it.
And
It's an established fact.
He just says these stuff like it's fact, doesn't he? Like he's read it somewhere. Women don't normally take risks. Huh? Where did you fucking read that?
Yeah, we have a dance at the end of every class, every school period, like every 6 months. We have a dance recital.
Very cool. You have some videos on YouTube of it.
I do.
You have to show me later.
Okay.
This is undoubtedly a cool thing about her, so you definitely need to connect on it and compliment it because she's going to have a lot to say, a lot of emotions in there, and you want to be positive.
The fucking woman on his bed killing me.
Yeah.
Ooh, physical contact again. Right.
He did that without my consent.
What I will say. What I will say about the previous situation, if we create a poll now, and you can feel free to do it if you like, if you create a poll in chat that was, I disagree with what Richard said, as what option A, or option B, I am a female and I own a dance studio. Okay? Right? All I'm saying.
All right, you know what? I'll take you up on it. Let's do a poll. Let's do a poll, chat. We're going to do a poll, which is which one? I disagree.
Yeah, I disagree with what Richard said.
Richard, or I am a female and own a dance studio. I can't fit that all in.
Let's see how that one goes.
I'm female, own a D studio. Dance. I own a dance. How do I fit this in so many characters?
A D stud.
I'm F. Ode a dance studio. There you go. A poll for 1 minute, chat. Why don't you go ahead and vote?
All right. Yeah, let's see which way that one goes. All right. Let's dive in here and we'll find out after the question. So pretend to read it and that it says that she likes to have sex with multiple men at once. Ask the idea behind it or say you don't really like them.
Wait, behind what? What are we asking?
The tattoo on her arm.
Oh, the idea.
You want to ask the idea behind it?
Yeah, if someone's got a tattoo, you want to know why they got the tattoo.
I'm not going to look at these results until the timer goes down. But I think we'll pause for these results. And I'm telling you, I think I know which way this poll is going to go.
Yeah,
I think the crowd, I think the people understand the value of the wisdom that's on display here, and we're going to see what we get. So, well, we got about like 10 seconds left or something. 57% wins, but I disagree with Richard. See, I'm telling you.
I actually don't know what we were asking them when we said that.
It should have been I agree with Richard.
You said I disagree. You gave them two of the same choice. So essentially 100% said the opposite.
Switch, we've learned nothing. Okay, right, let's ask the idea behind this tattoo.
You fucking dipshit.
Something special there.
God damn it.
I went to Iceland, and those are coordinates for my favorite waterfall from the trip.
Oh, is that the most beautiful place or something?
Yes, and the mountain range is Asia.
I want to go see the
a
few things in Iceland.
So the idea is that you had an amazing time.
I can't remember what it's called. Is it like Cobalt
Yeah, it was the adventure of my life. So
Lake or something? I can't remember. It's a really like blue reflective place.
I was like, what's that? That makes perfect sense.
Yeah, it's strange.
Right.
If someone has an interesting tattoo, there's usually a story behind it. They're going to be used to telling the story, but then by handling it in the right way, you'll still make them feel good and have a good moment of connection.
Crystal Blue Ice Cave. That's what I'm thinking about. That's what I wanted to go see.
What is it that you do?
It's kind of strange, right? So I'm not like an accountant or whatever. So I make videos for YouTube, so I could sound like a YouTube professional.
What sort of videos would you mean?
Different videos, like in different subjects, giving advice about health and different things. And
informative trainings.
I kind of make money by the advertising.
How safe is getting scuba diving lessons in order to scuba dive in the fault
That's how you
line?
make the money, is the ads.
Very pricey.
Interesting. Well, I did notice that you're very well groomed.
Oh, thank you.
I was hoping you didn't mean that you're into men.
Whoa. Okay. This has gone a little diagonal. Okay, so she's asked you. Mentioned this whole being into men thing, and you can say
you're homophobic. That's not cool.
You could say, "No, I'm not. I've had lots of girlfriends," or say, "Yes, you got me. I'm super ultra gay." As you touch her up, or "So you're homophobic? That's not cool. No, I'm straight." Or ask her what you need to change about your appearance to be less gay looking. Or react angrily and show her it's not cool and you are offended.
See, I don't like any of these again, but like, no, I'm not. I've had lots of girlfriends. It's just like, that's not, brag about how many fucking girlfriends you have because it just makes you sound like a prick and a bit of a player. And then like, yes, you've got me. I'm super ultra gay is like, sure, whatever. You're making a funny joke. I get it. But then as you touch her up, it's like an additional adage that didn't need to be there.
Well, I think that's the focal point.
Followed by, so you're homophobic, that's not cool, no, I'm straight. Is that a joke? Or is that, like, what are we doing here? Is that you being a prick? Or is that a joke? Ask her what you need to change about your appearance to be less gay looking is probably the most sane one here. And that's, like, it's just going to be him whinging about being gay looking again. He's going to be like, oh, what do I need to do to be more manly? Me. And then he's going to go, you would say that to a woman on a date? And I'm going to be like, yes, because everything else you give me an option is fucking stupid.
You give me, you gay.
That's what he's going to do. literally saw him do it before.
I think I kind of
What
want
can I do to
with
look
that
more
for just that
manly?
reason.
But Mail, this isn't us on a date. This is the guy. Yeah, except it's not what it's supposed to be, Flower. I'm supposed to be picking options I would pick.
Yeah, it's the Mail. This is the Maelstrom playthrough. Remember. So, which one of these 5 options? 5 options. Are you
I've got to
with?
say D. It's the only sane
Go
one.
with the D. Oh.
Are you serious? I look gay? I mean, not super, like, it's strange, isn't it?
No, I meant it sort of as a compliment. It was very neatly groomed.
Yeah.
I had to make
She
sure.
literally said you're well groomed, and he went, I look gay.
Let's say I can change something so you would say, he's definitely straight. Like, what do I need to do? I mean, I'm not sitting here...
Just grow your beard out,
Come on,
mate.
Kent. Let the beard go
Yeah.
wild. Wear some plaid.
Plaid.
Yeah.
Where's some... Does she want to date Rob?
I can go shopping with you.
Okay. Alright, well,
Grow your beard out and wear some plaid.
not that there's anything wrong with that.
Right, of course.
Stream, be a degenerate.
You're a wussy.
Yeah,
Don't
see?
be a wussy.
See? Told you. So literally, that's the wrong answer. So any of these are better.
Because you told us, that means your instincts are sharpening up around this stuff. See, you're a killer.
Oh my fucking god.
Or a seducer, you know, it's
No, I'm not. I've had lots of girlfriends. Let's brag about our body
Right,
count
excellent.
to her. That
You can
seems
smell
like
the
a
blood in the
reasonable...
water.
What? I'm not gay. I've had lots of girlfriends. Many.
Many.
Yeah.
Hmm?
Are you a player?
Well, I'm more closer to being a player than to being a gay.
Fucking Jesus Christ!
Zero, obviously. To clarify.
Zero men, many women.
Yeah, many. I mean, more. Although I do get unlimited amounts of girls,
Uh-huh.
it's not something that you need to brag about at every opportunity.
How about the other options weren't touch her up?
Many girls, not tell girls that you get many girls, but just be confident and know, and not need to tell people.
I'm not doing option B, Richard.
Many girls. Say it.
Don't say it.
You know when you date guys or meet guys.
You need option F again.
Yeah, but is it usually in clubs? Because for me, it's
Walk
definitely
away.
No.
I would definitely moonwalk away.
No, it doesn't always seem like the most honest environment to meet someone.
Yeah. Well, most people going to clubs, they're just looking for something that's not serious, right? That's the general thing.
Yeah, or to have fun with their friends.
Yeah.
Only. Yeah, so I try not to.
But you know what? The good thing we've met, right? Not long ago, but we're not too drunk. We managed to find this quite place for conversation. So it's maybe we shouldn't categorize it as the usual awful club thing, right?
Yeah, that's safe.
You want to escalate things.
Do I?
Yeah, you do. Baby.
And now
Right.
I'm just being
Okay.
told outright that I want to escalate things, I see.
Yeah. by
I feel
your
like
own
my
libido,
agency's
so-
being taken away a little bit as we go through
those
this.
words were coming from within, Maelstrom. So brush her hair back and tell her she has cute little ears. Look at her mouth as she is talking. Tell her she is really turning you on and you want to kiss her. Or grab her ass.
I feel like I would say B because it's not immediately touching her. However, we know it's going to be the wrong answer, and he's going to say, "Oh, what are you, like a wimp or something? You're probably gay." And then I'm going to be like, "Okay, cool, thanks, Richard. Why are you such a fucking homophobe? Let's move on."
Okay. So which one do you want to go with?
We'll go with B.
You're probably gay.
He literally just did it a minute ago.
I swear he didn't.
He fucking did.
Okay, right. Option B.
Oh, I get loads of girlfriends. I'm not gay. Or you think I'm gay? You fucking no. Okay, Richard. Doth protest too much, I think.
Right, but where did you meet your last boyfriend?
Dance, the university. We were partners, so by default, I guess we got very close. Yeah.
Awkward.
So we were partners. So it was kind of natural, I guess.
Really
Feels like
awkward.
a rabbit in those headlights.
I didn't realize
This is a great one to
Look
try.
at her mouth while she's talking was, don't talk again. I should have picked that earlier. Could I pick that as my first option?
Like in a very smooth way.
You're bringing sexual element in a smooth way, Maelstrom.
But it works.
So I actually didn't ask, but what did you study in school?
Well, to be honest, I didn't go to university, but it's just because I didn't really like school when I was young. I was intelligent, but I was kind of bullied, and kids called me ugly and stuff.
Really?
Yeah, I have no pictures from that time. I hated how I looked, and everyone called me ugly, so it was just unhappy. But
Oh god, we're back to the Otamoto music.
Very handsome now.
Ah. How will we respond to this compliment? Thank you. Thank you. You have beautiful eyes. Or tell me something I don't know. Or, oh no, I'm not. You are really beautiful, though. The best girl I have seen. Or that's nice of you to say. Or you haven't seen the best part of me yet.
I feel like B is not B. I feel like C is like a bit too strong. I feel like D is putting like a cap on it and stopping the conversation. I think A is probably the right
It does
answer.
feel a bit final, doesn't it?
I think A is the correct choice.
You think A is the answer? Yes. Okay. No, I'm with you. I'm with you.
Oh, thank you. And I was going to say, you have really beautiful eyes.
Thank you.
You must hear that a lot, but it's true.
Yeah, maybe, but thank you. It's nice.
Ah.
Not good, because
What?
she made the first move. She's giving you a compliment. That's brilliant. You want to keep that dynamic.
What, you just want more compliments? Is that what it is?
Oh, of course.
You stay polite, and she just keeps saying nice things about you.
No, I think she just stopped saying anything.
The teat.
Because she's done saying nice things about you because everything else about you is stupid.
Work harder for you, show off, do all kinds of things. So you want to keep that dynamic, and you messed up. So
Fuck you,
When the
Richard.
nipple of compliments starts to squirt, you need to keep sucking.
Cheers, by the way.
Cheers. Nice to meet you.
The only time he'll shut up is if someone's complimenting him, apparently.
I know we haven't been talking for long, but to me it's going pretty well so far, so I'm happy I came and talked to you.
Me too.
Ah, there's some sparks flying here. All right. So, well, let's bring this one home, shall we? Suggest you leave right there and then and go to your place. Or ask if she has ever made love in the utility closet of a club. Or chill things back down and talk about mundane stuff again. Or ask her if she is seeing anyone.
How about we learn the lesson from last time and ask her if she's seeing anyone?
I think, you know what? Let's disarm that bomb.
By the way, I appreciate got asked earlier, but are you seeing anyone?
Probably should have.
Yeah, we should have talked about that, I guess.
Yeah, right. You got something to tell me?
No, I'm not seeing anyone.
That's good. I am actually married.
Really?
No, I'm joking. I'm single.
That's great.
I love it.
I hope so.
This is going to time out perfectly as well.
you didn't need to ask her that, did you? You know, much better to keep it unspoken and assume that if she's.
Why is it better to keep it unspoken, Richard? You just had an encounter with two women, and one of them had a boyfriend.
You could have got her in a cupboard, is all I'm saying. Right? You know? Now you've got knowledge, whereas otherwise you could have had a girl in a cupboard. But, you know.
I'd rather the knowledge. I'll be
Okay.
honest.
We are so close to completion here. I can feel it welling up. Suggest that you leave and go to eat somewhere. The somewhere will be your place. Or say you know somewhere with better music and great wine, aka your house. Or ask if she wants to go to your house. Or suggest
She's going to our house then, essentially.
At your house. Your friends are coming, and she can invite her friends.
She wasn't even here with friends.
I know, that's why we targeted her, right? She was like a sort of lone gazelle at the watering hole.
I gotta be honest, and I don't like what this is doing right now because I'm like playing into this mindset, but she wasn't even here with friends. I feel like inviting her back to your house and then saying you can invite your friends is just kind of like not the direction this conversation's going in.
What, are you gay?
So I would make the joke, I guess, and say B.
B. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I like it. Here we go.
I don't know what you think of this place, but the music's kind of whatever.
Not so good.
And the drink's not so good either. But I know somewhere with really good music and nice drinks as well.
Maybe not come with you tonight, but give you my number. See you again.
Okay, cool. I'll probably get going soon anyway, but give you my phone. Put your number in there.
So how did I fuck this one up? Go on, Richard, tell me.
Me in a few days or something, yeah?
Do you see him smack his hand on his own
You don't
phone?
want to make the invitation, Charles, explicit. You want to make it implicit so that she can agree to it without feeling like a slut.
Fucking hell.
Yes, get a perfect run on 3 levels.
How is it perfect run? I'm average Joe.
So
Well,
starting by catching her attention non-verbally is the right
you
choice.
got the ending that was
That's it.
necessary.
You don't wanna
You
spend
didn't
too
get there
long
in the most
talking
optimal
because
way,
it's a really dance
but
floor,
you
so that's
converted
exactly
it like
very
a rugby
quick
player
back to dancing.
running past some women.
If you're just
Really great.
dancing kind of near her, then
Well, we did it. There you go.
Maelstrom will hopefully continue this obviously on his own channel.
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
and then you can witness the results there. But yeah, for now, what a
really
privilege,
busy
what a
schedule.
privilege.
We'll see when I can fit that in. I mean, it might be a couple years wait, but
It was just a privilege to watch this in action. I'm very pleased that we had this opportunity to share this. I think it was a nice payback for you entertaining me for an hour.
such a bastard.
All things considered, I think we're equal.
That's nice payback for the entertaining hour and a half you gave me.
Even Stevens, right? So yeah, high five.
No.
Go team sausage boat. We fucking
Or
made
whatever,
it.
Wiener boat or whatever it was. Well, there you go, chat. That's it for a low-key 2-man Vot Sunday Super Show. That was fun, though. I enjoyed the dynamic of us bringing a game each for each other. It was good. But yeah, another one of these in 2 more weeks, chat. If you want to come along and join us for that, you can do so. Also, go check out the Discord. .gg/Discord.
Which existed.
And then you'll see when we go live and such. But yeah, there you go. That's it. Everybody, thank you very much for coming along to the stream. I'm going to bring Jump King for Orphalee to play next week, I guess. That's a new thing now. We bring games for other people to play. All right, folks. Take care. Have a good night.
Good night, everyone. Thank you.
Bye-bye.